Peace. Y'all know the M.Reck room etiquette. Pound that like button. This is Spooky Hours. Salute to the Rec Mob. We in here. All right? Run the lights up. My bad. I forgot to customize the customize the damn title with the number. But nevertheless, we gonna get right to it. It's a lot going on. Hold on. Let me see. Hold on 1 second. Bear with me, y'all. I'm just updating some things. I'm here. Pound that like button. Let's see who's in the building. Salute the Key to T. I see you. Always. Damn. It's spooky out here. Hold on. Let me get the spooky going. Spooky! Talk to me, y'all. Call me up with your spooky stories. 310-598-2974. Let me open up the lines. We also going to talk about things that's out there, because you know with this algorithm, you know, they like to suppress the spooky hours vibe for whatever reason. So, you know, I gotta implement certain things on the landscape. You know what I mean? What else is out there? There's some things out there, but you know, certain things I really don't kind of get involved with. But we're gonna get to a lot of stuff. So call me up. The lines is open right now. And some people got to get blocked. Yeah. I don't go back and forth with nobody. Let's get to it, y'all. This is Spooky Hours. And hold on, let me put the number on the screen. Salute to SJ. Pardon me, y'all. I ain't gonna front. I dozed off earlier, so I'm just trying to get back into it. You know what I mean? There's a lot going on, man. It's a lot. It's a lot, man. I wish one of y'all can produce the show for me. Man. Yeah, I'm definitely sleepy, man. There's a lot of stuff, man. We got the special coming, the comedy special, the Knockout Kings of Comedy special, starring Scruncho, hosted by Reggie Carroll. Uh, Salute to my partner Rip, Forgotten Kings TV 2.0. Subscribe to that. But yeah, we're gonna get to it. Peace. Peace. Hello?
What's up, M.Reck? This Jose across the street in Vegas.
Jose, what's happening with you, homie? Who that in the backdrop?
Man, that's my girl, man. She telling me a spooky story.
Telling you a spooky story. What's going on? What's going on? You started spooky hours early over there?
Yeah.
Hell is going on? I'm lost.
Hey, as soon as you came on, I say, what's the spookiest shit happened you ever in your life? So she running down a spooky story, so I'm trying to get a spooky one from her, you know?
Okay. Let's get to it.
So she was
So what, you gonna
go ahead.
put her on the line, or what's happening?
Yeah, I'm gonna put her on the line. I guess
All
she
right.
can tell you the spooky. Tell him the one you was just telling me about when you went to Mexico. Hold on, Rat. Yeah, tell him now.
All right. So I went to rehab in Mexico. It's called Piernas Negras, the Instituto Alinada. And
Okay.
the first night, they say that the first week is supposed to be like the worst week because you're releasing all of your negative energy.
Okay.
And so that first night, they lock us, they separate the girls from the boys. And they tie the girls up to like the beds. They tie you up, yeah, at night.
Oh wow.
And then they lock you in. Well, that's just so you don't escape the facility. And they have security out there. It's real strict in Mexico. Like anyways, we're laying down, and as we're laying down at like I want to say 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning, my friend wakes up and she's screaming. She said she felt the presence of something just tag on her foot. Now, moments before this, I couldn't sleep that night. I looked over and I noticed the presence. It was a black shadow, but I could see like a cowboy hat and some boots.
Wow.
And I saw it reaching over her bed. And I saw it before she woke up screaming. And she said she saw it, but she couldn't breathe and she couldn't talk. Now, after that, we lay down and we tried to go to sleep. I lay on my side, on my left side. And seconds later, I have to move over to my right side. And the presence, it's literally in my face.
In your face, like?
Yeah.
Explain that.
Yeah, like I saw his face. Like I could tell you that I'm seeing it right now. You know, I have a flashback. It was a second or 2 seconds worth of the presence being right in front of my face, and then it just disappeared.
Wow. That's spooky.
Yeah.
Spooky. Now, when his presence was in your face, did the temperature drop or?
So I want to say I felt like time definitely stood still. Like, but I was clammy. It wasn't like a cold presence. But also that same night that we experienced these two experiences, we heard the cry of a little girl in the shower, like in the bathrooms.
Wow.
And then again, like in the middle of the night, we heard what was you ever seen the movie The Headless Horseman?
No, I never saw it.
All right, well, it's like horses. We heard the sound of horses on top of the roof
Wow, that's
with chains.
spooky.
Yeah, dragons and chains.
Wow.
And we tried, because it was Mexico, so we tried to like compare the sound to, you know, other sounds.
Mm-hmm.
And we were like, no, because we know the sounds of horses. Like, you know, people use those all the time over there, like every day. That's what you move around in. So I was like, there's no way all 20-something of us, you know, misheard that.
Mm. Wow. That's spooky. Spooky!
Yeah.
Great story, by the way. What's your name again?
Thank you. My name is Marley.
Appreciate you sharing that with us.
Yes, sir.
All right. You have a great night.
Yeah, for sure, Reck.
Yo, Jose, man,
Yeah.
salute. She told a great story, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she was just sitting here telling it to me, and I'm like, hold on, you got to tell this on the show, you know? I believe the shit. It don't sound like she lying to me.
Nah,
'Cause,
sound
I ain't
authentic.
I ain't gonna put her on.
It
I'll
sound
be like, nah, you lying. I don't want to hear that shit.
it definitely sound authentic. I ain't gonna front. You know what I mean? You set the
She done went through some things.
you set the show off right, man. You know what I mean? I appreciate that, you know. But
Yeah, for sure.
yeah, man, just tap back in, man. I'm gonna get some more people on the line and you know put some spooky videos up. And yeah, we're gonna keep this thing going.
All right, appreciate it.
No doubt, Jose. Salute.
Salute.
Yeah, man. Shouts to Jose. He came through with somebody that had a great story. Shouts to Keisha in the building. Support that super chat, Cash App. All right, $ MRecktv is the Cash App. Guttermusic at gmail.com is the PayPal. Everything, all the information is strolling at the bottom. You know, you'll see the ticker at the bottom of the screen strolling across. Okay. We're going to get into these spooky stories. We're going to get into the landscape of hip hop. Man, it's a record, right? That Cassidy put out. Matter of fact, it's a freestyle. I think off the Meek Mill, Dreams and Nightmares. And he addressed some recent rumors and, you know what I mean? Y'all probably heard it. You know, we might get into that depending how I'm feeling. We got my man, my brother, Danny Devon in here. He said I'm 5 hours late to this live. Nah, brother, you came in just in time. Truth be told, did you hear the story with Jose girl? Because you know, Jose, man, he's out there, man. You know, he's a truck driver, and he's out there. You know what I mean? If you know what I mean, because I know he probably got the radio on. I mean, the YouTube on, and I don't want to, you know, blow his spot, but you know, Jose's out there. Nevertheless, so Danny, I don't know if you heard Jose girl tell her stories, and it was a good story. But y'all need to call up right now. If you got a super spooky story, I'm gonna call my favorites too. If not, 310-598-2974. But if not, I got some videos I got online. Hopefully, you know, Instagram don't block me from playing these videos. You know what I mean? Shouts to Miss J. Salute to everybody. Salute to the whole rec mob. We got the tub lady on the line.
Hey, Rick.
What's happening, Tatum? What's going on with you? Talk to me, huh?
Hey, Rick family.
What's going on? You just gave me a boost of energy. I appreciate you calling. I like that. Yeah.
Like, hey, you know what? That's what this tub will do for you. I'm in the tub now.
That's what this tub will do for you.
Yeah, baby, this is what this tub will do for you. Cleanse you. Hey.
Talk to me.
First of all, Jose, Sissy, what you doing with a girl? I thought I was your spooky hour girl.
Woo! Okay.
But no, you know what I called about? Because I heard her story, and you know what it reminded me of? It reminded me of one of the callers one time. They called in, they was talking about when they was a little kid, and they used to spend a lot of time in Mexico, but I think it was like Central America, but this person, he was saying like they was like way out, I guess kind of you can call it like the country. You remember that story? He said they was a little kid, they were little kids, they would go stay with, their family. And they would always tell them that they had to be in by a certain time or in bed because the headless horsemen will be riding. And one night he say they were all together for a family thing, and the kids slept like in a separate part. And that night they heard the headless horseman. You remember that story?
Somewhat. It
sounds just like what she was saying.
So hold on. You trying to say she got that story from?
No, what I'm trying to say is validation, more like validation.
Okay, got you.
Yeah, because they don't know. I'm more than sure these people don't know each other. And I'm pretty sure she didn't hear that story because it was like a while back. But no, I'm saying it's like validation. It's something in Mexico, in that region, they're running around without a head on a horse. Because the way she described the footsteps and stuff, that guy said it too. Because I remember that. I remember my grandparents used to tell us about the headless horseman. And see, my people, on my dad's side, they come from that part of the region. So yeah, that's all I'm trying to say. But it was real scary because the way that guy told it that night, and that thing was like out there in the barn or some mess. It was similar to what the lady was saying tonight. I'm just saying it's validation that it got to be something out there in Mexico. Ain't everybody saying the same damn thing.
Got you. I hear that. I appreciate it. What's the last spooky movie you watch or horror flick or?
I think yours was really that spooky, but I don't be trying to watch them too much because I'm kind of like here by myself. Like that. Yeah, the last spooky thing, I ain't watched nothing other than the last spooky album when y'all was trying to look up Homebo on the Facebook.
That was funny. What was that? Last week? No, the week before last, right?
No, it was the week before.
Yeah, you had me rolling. Like you went off for him. The vampire? The vampire on Facebook? The Facebook vampire?
Yeah. Now forget him. They couldn't kill his ass. They threw axes and guns and grenades at his ass. And he's still rolling in the water talking about I want you. Oh no.
Shouts to Tatum. Tatum, what's happening?
Nothing. But hey, y'all know what Tarjay? I'm gonna put y'all on something, ladies.
Okay.
Now this is known for men. It's like a shower gel, cologne, and the soap is by Cremo. This shit smells so good. I buy it for my damn self.
I hear that.
So I'm in here soaking. But other than that, I just wanted to call in and say that her story reminded me of the story that the guy had told. I think it was like last year when he told the story, but I still remember the story because it was kind of scary.
Got you. I appreciate you, Tatum, calling up.
problem. Let's get spooky.
Let's get spooky. Let's get it. I'm gonna call some the people that usually got those spooky stories. So we gonna get it going.
Yeah, Chicken says, Peach, you at work?
Peach, what's happening? You always saying when we doing spooky hours, you at work? Call in, tap in.
Yeah, Peach, you at work?
Lala, what we doing here? Ebony, what we doing? Who else? Big Fine. Keita T.
Oh yeah, Big Fine do have some good stories.
Oh yeah, Big Fine definitely be having some good stories.
Yes, he has.
So,
when you gonna do one of her movies? One of her stories?
Soon. As soon as I get these other ones out the way, but definitely I want to do some Big Fine stories, some Ebony stories, Lala. I want to get to everybody, but you know how that goes. It take time and money and everything else. But I'm trying to get to everything, Tatum.
All right. All right.
We
got you.
I appreciate you.
No problem. Hey, I got one more thing. For all you out-of-towners that's coming into Texas and Houston and acting a goddamn fool, we don't need you to calm that shit down. Now, you don't want us to get rowdy because I know that you all know that everybody in fucking Texas, including our kids, dogs, and cats, we carry guns and knives. And we don't mind slicing and dicing and tagging and putting your ass in that bayou. Now, we just put a woman in the bayou, and she was not a Texan. So I think you all need to straighten up and stop adding up now because this shit is getting ridiculous.
I hear that. So Tub Lady, we gonna tap in with you later. All right?
Okay.
All right, I appreciate you. Peace. Let's get to it, y'all. Call me up, 310-598-2974. Call me up with your spooky stories or you want to speak on what's currently on the landscape. Meek Mill reacts to his album with Rick Ross flopping and everything else. We're gonna get to all that, but I definitely want to get to the spooky, man. I want to get to the essence of the show. You know what I'm gonna do? Let me call some of my regulars that tell the spooky stories. Hold on, let me pull the lines up. I'm gonna call Ebony. Ebony always got one. Let me see. Ebony is my go-to. I ain't gonna hold you. Ebony from Detroit. Eb, I'm about to call you if you up.
Hello.
Peace, Eb. Ebony.
Hey, Rick.
What's up? You probably didn't recognize the number.
Yes.
Oh yeah. For some reason, when I call people back, it calls from my 646 number. I don't know what's going on with that, but yeah, it's me. How you doing?
I'm doing great.
What you doing over there? You folding clothes? Sound like you occupied.
Well, I had just got done drinking iced coffee, so.
What? Okay.
Yeah.
You made your own iced coffee?
Yes.
Okay, nice. Now you know what I'm calling for.
Oh yeah, a spooky story.
Yeah,
I already know.
you my go-to.
Oh yeah.
You got one for us?
One, right?
Oh, you got one? Okay,
yes.
That's what I'm talking about, baby girl. Let's get it.
All right. So I have a spooky story, and I'm going to talk about the time when my sister, she lived in Southwest Detroit, and I never forget. She stayed in this house. She was in this house for maybe about 2 to 3 months. It was her children, her brother. So with that being said, come to find out that this house was a little bit different. And I remember my niece would always go to my sister and tell my sister that on the back porch that it was, I want to say, it looked like a doll of some sort. But my niece and her friends one day, when they was outside on the back porch, they was playing with it. And they didn't know the outcome of playing with this doll. Because like I said, like it looks like a small, almost like a little action figure toy. But it turned out to be a doll. And with that being said, come to find out that the doll, the person who was living there previously, they put it up there. And I guess it was supposed to have been giving them some kind of security, but come to find out it was a evil security that it was giving off. And I remember my sister and my nieces, I remember they just started experiencing trauma. And when I say trauma, I mean physical trauma. I never forget one day I had got a call that my niece had to get rushed to the hospital simply because she was in her room with her friends and a mirror just had fell on her ankle.
Damn.
Yeah, so she had to get rushed to the hospital, and it cut her so deep down to the bone.
Wow.
And after that happened, my niece went back home and she was telling her mother, like, you know, you've been in this house 2 to 3 months and the vibe of this house, it just doesn't feel right. And come to find out, the person who previously lived in the house, the persons rather, they was heavy into witchcraft. Yep.
Spooky.
And as far as with my sister or whatever, at night when she would lay down, she said that she would always feel someone was tugging at her hair. And when she woke up the next morning, her hair, it was cut. And when I mean it was cut, meaning it was cut, I'll say maybe like midway, if that makes sense.
Damn. That's a lot.
Yep.
Wow. That's spooky as hell.
Spooky! Yeah. In that house to this day, no one has moved in there. Like, or if they do move in, they move out. So they looking to tear that house down.
Now, where's this house located at?
Southwest Detroit.
Now, nobody lives there, right? From your family anymore, right?
Right, correct. No.
Okay. So, what street this house is on?
It's on Stahalin, a street called Stahalin Street.
Wow, the street sounds spooky. That street sounds spooky. Do you drive over there, or you stay away from over there?
You know what? I really stay away from over there. I stay away from over there. Yeah, I haven't been over there in years.
Wow. Now, I appreciate you calling. Well, I appreciate you allowing me to call you and you telling us another spooky story, another great one. Shouts to you, Ab. You a Spooky Hours OG, you know?
Thank you.
Always coming through in the clutch for me. And yeah, we're going to keep the show going and hopefully some more people call with some more stories. If not, I'm going to call some more regulars, you know?
Okay. So I will be tapped in, and hey, I just might call back.
Why not? Yes.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Thank you, Ab.
All right. You're welcome.
All right. Peace.
All right.
Yo, shouts to Ebony, yo. Always come through in the clutch with a great story. And it's been over 2 years for Ebony telling stories, maybe close to 3. The show, I think, is officially 3 years in now. I think November 2020, I want to believe, or late October or November 2020. Shouts to my pops. Today is his born day. Shouts to all my Scorpios. If you're a Scorpio, and you got a born day, you know, that just passed or is coming up, put it in the chat room. I'm gonna shout you out. You know what I mean? It's Scorpio season. The Scorpion King is here. Pound that like button, man. We talking Meek Mill. We got people calling up with spooky stories. Pound that like button. Run the likes up. We got 333 in the room. All right. We got 300. Now it's 336 now. All right. Happy born day to my pops. You know what I mean? Peace to the gods and the herbs. Let's get it, y'all. We got 344 in the building. Shouts to Doobie Sonics, 1024, Scorpio. Peace.
Peace, my brother.
Peace, my brother. What's happening?
All right, I was calling to drop off a legendary spooky story.
Oh, you already saying it's legendary. You saying it's legendary, man. That's the first time I heard somebody say a story's legendary before they tell it. So, man,
well it's legendary because I don't really subscribe to all that spooky stuff. You know, we from around the way. What's spooky to us is people on the corner with the hammers and police running down on you. That's the type of spooky I'm used to. But this was a whole different type of time of spooky.
All right, hold on 1 second. This is what we're going to do. Is this your first time calling?
For sure.
Okay. Now,
I listen all the time.
Oh, you listen all the time. So, you know, just keep it clean and don't be too winded. Don't be too long-winded. That's all. You know what I mean? If it's a good story, I'm going to let you rock, but don't be too long-winded. That's all.
This show might be like 3 minutes.
No, it's all good.
Speed it up.
It's all good. And we got another caller, but it's all good. State your name and where you calling from and get right into your story, good brother.
I'll give you the area where it happened. Like, let's say, you know, it was in Central PA.
Okay.
All right. And I was at work and I was working at a hotel. And it was the tour buses that come over there. They was called South Korea tours. The tour was called Hello USA. So everybody from South Korea, they would come here, stay the night at the hotel that I work at. Then they would go to Niagara Falls. And, you know, that would be like one of their main attractions and stuff. You know, I know this because I talked to some of the tour guides. And
got you. So,
yeah, long story short, I think I was like intimidated by like a reptilian guy. I was like,
say what?
He had like a hand. He made his hand switch to a whole different complexion and color, like, and then came back and waved at me with the same hand, and it was normal. So you know me, I'm tripping. I'm like running down. I'm like, yo, what happened? What's going on with the hand? Because how it all started was I started ignoring them. I said I used to run the breakfast. I was working the night shift, and you there alone. So when you set up the breakfast, you open it up for them in the morning. You let them go eat. But you know, I'm waiting for the tour guide to come. I'm like, yo, you gotta come over here and give me my little tip. Then I open the line up so y'all can go eat. You know what I'm saying? So he's coming up to me. So I'm like, that's not the tour guide that I checked in, that I gave all the keys to and the information to. I'm looking for him. So I'm giving this guy the cold shoulder. And a South Korean woman come up to me and I start talking to her. So I think he automatically like, oh yeah, that's how you want to play. And this is like 4:30 in the morning, 5 in the morning. So he goes down the hallway, comes out the same hallway, waves at me. And I'm like, wow, like looking at his hand, like, damn, like that joint looked like a reptile type of dark green, brown.
Spooky!
Like darkest green. And he's just waving, and he's just like basically, walking with the waves type, like smiling. And then like when I'm asking him, I'm like, yo, what's going on with your hand? He looked back, like gave me one of them little smiles, like, yeah, you know what's up, like, you know, like basically how someone intimidates you. So then when he goes outside, he comes back in like less than 2 minutes later, and he waves at me with the same hand, and it's back to normal.
Wow. So
some of the most creepiest stuff that
that's spooky. I ain't gonna hold you.
Spooky.
That's legendary spooky, because you talking about a shapeshifter, aka a reptilian with a spooky ass hand, with a spooky ass reptilian.
Man, I started watching every reptilian video I could after that. I was watching David Icke and all types of, reptilian videos.
Wow, that's
just
crazy.
Trying to understand, but anytime
matter of fact,
from South Korea, I look at them funny.
Wow. Matter of fact,
this ain't no prejudice stuff either. Much love to Asians and everybody, but when someone say they from South Korea, I just start looking at them like, oh.
Got you. Now, matter of fact, you saying, you explaining your story. The last Spooky Hours TV episode called The Passenger is in that realm, dealing with, reptilian. So y'all want to, I don't know if you got that, good brother. Matter of fact, I didn't get your name. What's your name again?
Man, I'm gonna stay anonymous, man. I ain't doing this for no type of
I mean, no. You could give me an initial. You can give me if your name is.
I'm gonna send you a scribe on the gram. You on the gram?
Yeah, MRecktv.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow you on there too.
Okay, no doubt. I gotta call you something. I'm gonna just say Mr. Anonymous. You know what I'm saying?
That's what it is, my brother.
So Mr. Anonymous, right? We got this, like. Matter of fact, if you've been listening, you already know what time it is. We got the Spooky Hours TV series, you know what I mean? But yeah, the last episode called Passenger, you might want to get that. Is dealing with a reptilian, you know what I'm saying? And it comes from a real story, like an authentic story you told. It comes from another authentic story.
Real. Yeah, those are real. I didn't never believe in nothing like that. I come from the city, the inner city. So, I told you the worst things we shook of, it ain't even the same type of time everybody else is afraid of. But that day right there, that opened my mind to, me just saying like, yo, what's going on? What's really going on in this world?
Now, and I got to salute you. It was a good story. Also, everybody check for the Spooky Hours TV episode called The Passenger. The link is in the chat room. Go to SpookyHoursTV.tv. My brother, I appreciate you calling. The lines is getting off the hook now. I'm going to get back to all these callers. And I appreciate.
Okay, peace, my brother.
All right, Mr. Anonymous. Peace. 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 Mute your audio. I got a lot of callers. I got to call back. Hold on 1 second. Pound that like button. Peace.
I got a lot of calls.
Mute your audio.
Get my audio?
Yeah, on your TV or your laptop or whatever. Mute your audio.
Okay, I got it muted.
All right. So yeah, state your name. Where you calling from?
Yeah, my name is Michael, man. What up, though? I'm calling from Detroit.
Mike, what's happening? Shouts to the whole Detroit. Salute.
Brightmore in the house.
You heard? Now, Mike, you got a spooky story for us?
Man, I got a spooky story for you, yo.
Okay. Now, all the people that call, I'm going to call you back from a 646 number, 646-397 number. Just bear with me. It's only me. Stay up. Don't go to sleep. Mike going to tell his story. He's not going to be long-winded, and it's going to be a good story, right?
Right.
Okay, let's get it, Mike.
All right.
You live?
Yeah, I'm live right now?
Live right now, my brother.
Okay, yeah, man. I was doing this, I was selling magazines. This happened back in the day, man. I was selling magazines city to city, with this magazine crew. You know what I'm saying? And we would go all over the United States selling magazines. And I happened to be one of the drivers. We would jump from city to city. So we would be like in California for like a month, and then we'd head over to like Texas. So we happened to be in Texas, and we were working in Houston. So it was time for us we call it jumping to the next city. You understand? So we was we was heading to Dallas, man. And I was the driver, and I had like you know, one of them big vans with that fit like 14, 15 passengers, man. And so I had all these passengers in the car, and we had arrived in Dallas like about 3:30 in the morning. And anyway, I'm riding down the expressway, and this car, man, pulled up on the side of us, okay? And he was driving, so you know what I'm saying, I'm on the driver's side driving. And he pulled, I seen in my rear view mirror, he was driving all wild and everything. So I thought this dude was drunk. But the dude ended up pulling up next to me. And now I'm thinking that everybody in the car is asleep, you know. And I'm not advocating smoking weed and driving and everything, but I have been smoking weed for like 2-3 hours driving, man. So the car pulled up on the side of me, and this, and I'm not going to say that it's a reptilian, man. I'm going to say it's one of them other type of motherfuckers that be doing all this shit, man.
Easy on the cursing. Easy on the cursing. Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry about that.
Right, you good.
But he ended up stretching his neck and his head. His body stayed in the driver's part, and his neck and his head came up to his passenger side window. That close. Spooky! His neck and his head stretched. All right. And when I looked at it, he was like a beige color, but you know those fencing masks? You know how they dress up in all those fence, you know, them people that fence with the swords, and they have the fence mask over their face. He looked something like that because he didn't have a face. It was just like it was just like smooth. Now this like 3:30 in the morning, so he stretched and he looked and he driving, and I was like I said, I was high, so it really didn't register with me. I'm like, what did I just see? And then he drove off and took off, right? So we got to where we got to. The next morning, we have us a morning meeting, right? And one of the guys that was riding with me, he happened to be in the back on the same side of where I'm, you know, on my side where I'm driving. And he seen it too. He pulled me to the side. He was like, "Hey man, did you see what I just saw?" I was like, "What did you see?" He said, "Man, don't tell me you didn't see that thing stretch his neck over. He didn't have no face or nothing like that, man. This is in Dallas, man. You understand?" And I was like, I was happy that he told me that, because I'm like, man, I blamed it on the weed, man. I'm like, you know, maybe I was tired and seeing things, but those things are out there, man. And I'm not lying, man. Whatever they call, I forget what they call them. You know, they got the reptilians,
shapeshifters,
and then they got the
talking about shapeshifters.
Yeah, they some like shapeshifters, but these beings live in the woods.
I know what you're talking about. Man,
yeah,
what they call them? I know what you're talking about. Damn, what they call them? Damn, y'all know. What's the other ones?
Yeah,
I know exactly when what you're talking about.
When while you talking about it and you think about it, bring it back up. So somebody
gonna tap it in the chat room. Skinwalkers.
Right,
there you go. See,
that's what it was. Yeah. It was a Skinwalker, man.
Yeah,
it was a Skinwalker, and that tripped us out, man. And you know, that's the deepest thing that I ever seen, man. And I told that story like twice to people. And, you know, now that it's coming out and everything, people seeing stuff like this also, I'm like, okay, I can go ahead and, you know, and spit it out without seeming like I'm crazy or anything.
Nah, it's all good. I appreciate it, man. Great story. Pound that like button. Run the likes up. We got 445 people in the room. Yeah, we're going to get to the Meek Mill content. Meek Mill, Rick Ross album, I believe they sold 35,000. They dropped it Friday. So that's only like, I guess, 2 days, you know, Billboard reported. So they sold 35K collectively with streams and I guess authentic album sales. So 35K. Meek Mill reacts to it. So we're gonna get to Meek Mill reaction also. But
that's right. That's spooky.
Spooky. What's your name again, family? What they call you?
My name is Mike, but they call me. Excuse me, I'm smoking, man.
Yeah, be careful over there, man.
My name is Mike, but they call me DJ Madco.
Okay. What you smoking on, man? You smoking on that good?
Hey, man, I'm smoking on that old school Kush, man.
So that old school Kush.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
That.
So, I'm feeling the vibes with you, man. But
No doubt, okay.
I'm locked into you on your Instagram and I appreciate how I'll make a comment, man, and you'll hit me back up recognizing it, man.
Oh, no doubt. I always put a like on it, reply. Nah, I try to get to everybody, man. I ain't gonna front, man. Like I try to get to everybody. If I miss you, just leave another comment on another post, and I'm gonna definitely respond. I'm well connected with the people. Like I'm really tapped in with the people for real. You know what I mean? Appreciate you, Mike.
All right. Hey, man, peace to the guys and the goddesses out there, man.
Yeah, that's a fact. My brother, salute.
Peace to the earth too, man.
Peace to the earth.
Man.
All right, peace to the earth for meaning too. Peace, fam. Salute.
Peace.
I got a lot of callers I got to get back, but keep calling me too. If I don't call you back, just call me. You know what I mean? 310 is the number, 598-2974. Let me shout out everybody. Shouts to Keisha too on the super chat. Hold on, let me read that super chat real quick, man. And I got a lot of people that send something through on their Cash App. That's love. Also, my born day's in a few days, November 16th. Today's my pop's born day, November 12th. I appreciate everybody on the early birthday shouts to SJ and all that. Holding it down in the chat room. Shouts to Keisha Ingram. Wreck Mob and newcomers, pound that like button. It's free. If you new to this channel, right, and you like what you hearing, you like the show, and there's a lot of exclusive content. And as you know, this is Spooky Hours, the 113th episode, right? Ain't that something? So hit the like button, hit the subscribe, hit the bell. And if you new to the channel and you want to be shouted out, just put a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel right now, put a thumbs up. Peace. Yeah.
What's the vibes, M.Reck?
What's going on? Who this?
Yo, this is the man. This is the man S from Montreal. Letter S, bro.
Letter S from Montreal. What's happening? Did I speak to you before? Letter S?
Yeah. You don't remember? Like I listened to your show, man. Your show, like I like the vibes, man. I'm into the supernatural and the mysteries and all that stuff.
Got you.
So I'm listening to. I've been tuned into your show. Like I called you. I think it was last year. Yeah, last year I came and I called in and told you a 1-2 stories for the spook heads.
Okay, what stories with that? What stories was that? Because I can remember. If you can give me some type of context on the story, what stories you called up with?
Okay. Like I was saying, you seem like you don't get much calls from Canada, so I think I'm the only person from Montreal that called in. But anyways, I called you about I think I told you the story about how I got healed when I was a kid.
Okay.
Like I was sick, like I was at church and I got sick, and then my grandmother and her sister went and got this woman, and she had like blonde hair or bluish greenish eyes, and they brought her into the kitchen at the church, and then like when she came in the room, like everybody took a step back kind of thing,
Okay, yeah.
And she started doing her hands around me and some hocus pocus, and I had a feeling to relax and close my eyes, and then like my head started moving around in circles, and when I opened my eyes, her hands were moving the same way my head was moving the same way that her hands were moving, and I didn't even see her hands moving for like a minute or two. So like that, whatever she was doing, it really worked, because like when she moved her hands away, it was like 75% gone.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, and I told you about the dream. I told you about the dream where like I appeared in a dream, and it was me and like 4 or 5 guys. And when I looked around in the dream, everybody, like we all looked like we didn't know where we were. Like everybody, like it's like we all popped up in this dream, like the dream world, and we did. All of us didn't know each other. Like we were all looking around, looking up, looking around, like where are we? Like everybody woke up in this dream world, and next thing you know, some guys looking like some Mortal Kombat or something, like they came out from one of the corners, and then boom, like we just started fighting them, and like they came and started doing like martial arts moves. Like before we started fighting, they was doing like kicks and like ninja moves and all that. We was like standing there like, what's going on? Next thing you know, we started brawling with these guys, and then we won. And then the dream was done. So yeah, that was me who called in.
Okay,
that's not even the story I'm calling in.
Okay, letter S. Let's get into one of these new spooky stories you got. Let's get it.
All right, so yeah, that's what I'm saying though. All right, so this year, man, not too long ago, I was doing my workouts at the beach. I'd be at the beach, and I'd be going swimming in the summer. I'd be doing my meditation, and I'd be training with my students over there. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yes, sir.
Doing some sparring and all that. So I was at the beach, and like I'd be lifting rocks instead of going to the gym lifting weights. Like where the beach in Montreal, like in the west side, in the West Island, like they got some rocks over there along the shore, like some big rocks and boulders and stuff, and like different size rocks. So I'd be lifting them rocks, staying solid and all that, using the nature to exercise. So this time I was there a little later. Like I was there, like I would say about like 6. I got there at like 6, and in the fall the sun sets earlier. So as the sun set at like 6:30, it was like dark. You could see the stars and all that, right? It was like a nice starry evening. So while I was lifting the rocks, I noticed like a light go by. Like it looked like a star, but there was a light going by, and it's near the airport. So you can see when the planes take off. It's like the city where the airport's at, you know what I mean? Like where I'm from, the airport is close to there, so you can see the planes coming and going, but I'm from the city that's like part of the airport, but then there's the other one that's actually part of the airport. So you can see the planes take off, and the planes take off, you can see them pretty close up, you know what I mean? Gotcha. So I'm seeing these things high up, like with the stars. Like it looks like a star, but it's moving. So I'm like, this thing is higher than the planes, like way higher, you know what I mean? I'm seeing the planes pass, and like these things is like above the planes, like way, way, way above the planes. So I'm lifting the rocks, and I see like one pass by, and I'm like, wow, like, I'd be seeing these things sometimes. So I'm like, oh,
hold on again. Hold on 1 second. You said you listening to rocks?
Lifting rocks.
Oh, lifting rocks. I had to make sure. Okay, go back to lifting the rocks.
I lift rocks instead of lifting weights. Instead of lifting weights at the gym, I'd be lifting the rocks at the beach, like the boulders and stuff.
Okay, got you. Yeah, continue on.
Using the nature to work out. Anyway, while I'm lifting the rocks, I start noticing like I'm seeing lights that look like stars, and they're moving across the sky. But the airport is close. It's not that far from the beach. So when the planes take off, and when they turn back around to go higher, you can see how high the planes are and stuff, and you can see them take off, and So I'm seeing these lights go by, and they're way, 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 way above the planes. Like they look like stars, but it's like they're not stars because they're moving. So anyway, while I'm lifting the rocks, I'm seeing them. I see one go by, and I'm just staring at it, and I'm like, wow, like because I see these sometimes. So I'm like, wow, there's another one. So anyway, I continue. I'm kind of used to it, you know what I mean? But I love it. It looks beautiful and all that, So anyway, I continue lifting the next rock. And while I'm lifting the next rock, I see another one going in the other direction. So again, I'm like, wow, like not just one going by too, but I've seen that sometimes too. So that I'm kind of used to that too. So anyway, I continue. I go to the rock number 3. There's different shaped rocks and all that. So I go to rock number 3 now, and I'm lifting again. And then there's another one that goes by. So anyway, after that, man, I'm lifting rocks, just doing my workout. And then I look at the stars again. I like to look at the stars. I'm a stargazer, you know what I mean? So after I look at the stars again, and when I look up, I see three lights going in the same direction, and they stayed the same distance.
Wow.
Like not in a triangle, because I heard of the triangle. You already heard of them triangles, right?
Correct.
But this one wasn't a triangle. It's like the three lights, they were in a line. Like in a straight, they were like in a line, and they stayed the same distance.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? So I was just watching, like, I was just looking up at the sky. Like that time, I already seen two. I seen two lights together, like side by side, moving at the same time, same distance, like as if it was a part of the same thing. So I didn't see no shape or nothing. What I just seen is like, it looked like three stars, but they was like moving in the same direction. You feel me?
Got you.
Like as if it was a part of the same thing, and they stayed the same distance. And I just watched it go by, man. I was just looking up at the sky like, wow. Because I seen two of them together, but that was the first time I seen three like moving like that at the same time, you know, like that, you know what I mean? So I was just looking up at the sky like, wow.
Got you.
Yo, real, you know?
Appreciate that, my brother.
Right there, you feel me?
Thank you for that spooky story, my brother. I'm gonna take the next caller, right?
Yeah, that's from Montreal, man.
All right, salute.
But yo, no respect, M.Reck, man. Keep doing your thing, man.
All right, you too, my brother. Thank you for calling, man. Appreciate you. All right.
All right, stay blessed, man.
All right, stay blessed, man.
Yeah. Yes, King.
Peace, King. Jay, call me right back. I missed your call. Jay, call me. I was trying to click over. But yo, the chat room is ruthless, man. The chat room, the rec mob is on another level, man. I love the rec mob. Y'all crazy, man. The rec mob is ruthless. Yo, Jay, hit me back, man. I just missed your call. I'm gonna call you back from a 646 number. Let's get it. I think that's why Jay was calling too. Because I thought that was Jay. I initially thought that was Jay calling. Peace.
Hello?
Jay, what's going on?
Not much, man. How's everything?
Everything good. You know what's so crazy? I thought that was you calling initially. You know what I'm saying? The guy who just called, I thought that was you. You know
I know he sounds just like me. I was saying the same thing too. I said this guy sounds just like me, man.
I thought I was bugging. I thought that was you, King, for real. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he did sound familiar, you know?
Okay.
Maybe that was my cue. That was my cue to call as soon as I heard how similar he sounds, you know?
That's a fact. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What's going on, Jay, man? You know, I ain't gonna front. That last story you told was epic, man. With the vampire on Facebook and all that. I think you made the vampire on Facebook go viral.
I mean, listen, that's what people need to do, man, because like I said, I'm not telling these stories to try to spook people. I'm telling these stories to try to warn people because you know, they're on a mission. Their mission is to mark everybody for the devil and turn us into property for Satan. So, I mean, it's not too many people that's showing any type of resistance, are talking against them, are going against them. I'm like the only one. Everybody else don't want no smoke from them. So they just allowing them to do what they want to do, and I have to be different because I'm taking it personal. So I'm not going to just allow them just to do what they do because of fear. No, I'm going to expose them and let the world know. So listen, if we don't try to do something, because these warnings is coming from God. God is the one that wants to expose these people for what they're doing on this earth. And, you know, somebody has to do it. Everybody can't be scared. Somebody has to do it. I mean, what if I had to choose again to go through that route, would I do it again? No, of course not, because of a lot of the things I went through, man. Like, I had to lose jobs, lose friends. I went through a lot of death threats. I was in constant danger. Like how I said to you before, in Jamaica when the guy told me to choose 3 cards. He said, choose any 3 cards from this pack. I just keep on picking up the cards that say death. Remember I explained that to you? And that's exactly what followed me. You know what I'm saying? That, the devil wanted to keep me silent, but I'm calling because there's 3 stories that I want to tell, but I won't be able to tell 3. So I want the audience to kind of choose between what they want to hear. One of them is about a shapeshifter that I believe I was dating, and the other one.
Hold on, you said a shapeshifter that you was dating?
That I was dating, yeah, a shapeshifter that I was dating. The other one is about some type of Men in Black activity that happened in Midtown on my job. And one of them is about something that happened strange on 125th in Harlem. So I mean, the one with the person I was dating, that's a little longer. The one on 125th and the one about the one like the Men in Black, that's kind of short.
All right, let's go with that one first, and then we could probably go into the shapeshifter that you was dating, man, because I'm interested in that, man. You know what I mean? Like, so you was smashing the shapeshifter and all that?
No. It's a good thing I didn't reach to that level.
All right, so let's go to that. Let's go to the short story first, and then we're gonna get to that one. Let's get it.
All right. So let me start with the one that happened on my job when I was working in Midtown. What happened is that I used to work for a textile company, and sometimes they used to give us like samples of cloth, a sample of a cloth to carry to a different company, so you could show them exactly what you got. So I was doing these deliveries with sample pieces, showing different companies, what we had in stock. So one time I was on the loading dock, and I noticed that there was a car that was pulling up close to the loading dock. And when I looked, it was 2 white guys that was in it, and they had on dark shades. They had very dark shades on. They had 2 of them was dressed like in suits and tie, like a black suit with a white shirt and a black tie. 2 of them had on the same exact what do you call it now? Suit, the same exact suit. So as the car approaches close to me, one of them decides to take off their glasses and look through the car window and look directly at me. But while he's doing that, I noticed when he took off his glasses, his eyes was like mercury.
Wow.
His whole
spooky.
The whole entire eyes was like mercury. So the other guy that was driving, he also took off his glasses and looked at me to show me that he was the same thing as him. So 2 of them looking,
wow.
2 of them in the car looking at me while they took off their glasses.
Hold on, Jay. Hold on. Because you going in right now. Story fire. Pound that like button, y'all. Hold on. This is the homie Jay. Not to confuse with nobody else who got the same accent. This is the homie Jay who told the vampire story last week. The vampire on Facebook that's out there doing all types of fuckery. All right. This is Jay right here. And I need y'all to run the likes up. I ain't gonna front. The homie got the stories. Continue on, my brother. I had to give you your crown, King. Continue on. Let's get it.
Yeah. So I'm saying to myself that this scene kind of look a little familiar, like something that's in Men in Black, with what's his name, with Will Smith and the other dude. So I'm saying that it looks like a scene from that. So one of the guys, he pulled out his hand, like like he pulled out his hand, and there was like some balls, like some metal balls, a whole bunch of metal balls inside his hand, and he blew the metal balls at me.
Oh.
So
Spooky.
Spooky. He blew the metal balls at me. So the metal
balls, but pause at the same time too. We gotta say pause. No disrespect, but when you got look when but when you got balls, when you got balls and the nigga blowing his balls at you, we gotta pause that. But yeah, continue on.
Yeah. We gotta pause that. Definitely. So he blew these metal round things. Let me say round things at me.
round things. Yeah, let's go with that. Let's go with that. Yeah.
These metal round things, and they went all in the ear. But the thing is now, as soon as they land on the ground, they grew like legs.
Oh wow, that's spooky.
Yeah. Each of the metal round things, as soon as they reached on the ground, they grew legs. Like each of them had 2 legs, and they started running towards me. So I'm looking at this like I'm so shocked. I'm scared to move. I don't know what to do because I don't know what I'm looking at. Like, what am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to run? So what happened is all them little round things with the legs, they start surrounding me.
Wow,
so
that's
you had like hundreds of metal round things with little legs, like human legs, like it was actually walking like a human. And all of that stuff surrounding me and start crawling all over me, and it evaporated inside my body.
Hold on, that's definitely spooky, man.
Spooky.
Now I gotta ask this. Now this is something that really happened, or this is a dream? What we doing?
No, this is real life.
Wow.
Real life.
Wow.
Real life. This happened. I told you already. I told you from the last time I spoke to you that I'm sacred. People in New York know who I am. They know there's something different about me. So a lot of time since I've been calling your show, a lot of people keep on telling me that I have to document some of these things.
Oh, no
so
doubt.
I did try. Yeah, I did. Yeah, people have been telling me, say, I gotta document these type of things because they know it's true and they know what's going on. But I searched a few places to tell my story. I was getting a little hard time because as soon as people start to hear these stories, they don't really want to be a part of it. So I'm not really gonna call out nobody's name and put their platform on blast. But I did try to reach out to a few people about what's going on with that vampire guy, and I want to expose him. But they didn't want no part of that. So I had to find something that where I felt comfortable, like something where you guys tell similar stories, where I'll be more accepted in telling my story. And that's where I heard about spooky hours, and that's how I contacted you. And it's been like magic ever since. But
it's gonna stay magic now. Look, we locked in. You could tell all your stories here, and we're gonna turn them joints into TV shows and movies and all that. But continue on, because is that the end of the story right there for that one? Because that was spooky.
After all those metal round things surrounding me and evaporating in my body, the 2 guys put back on their glasses and they drove off. They drove off into the day. They drove off.
Wow.
So right now we have these 2 guys that's roaming the streets wherever they are now, and they're not human because, like I said, their eyes was the mercury. The mercury was actually moving in their eyes. There was nothing else. But it was moving. It was movable mercury in their eyes. It wasn't still. Yeah,
gotcha.
That really did happen. Like
That's
some men in black type stuff. And the other story that I wanted to tell was when I was.
Yeah, before you go into that one, that's fire. Pound that like button, y'all. Let's run the likes up. Now I want to ask this: what was they driving? The 2 guys with the mercury eyes.
Let me see what they would have been driving now.
What was it, like a van? What was it?
It would have been something like what undercover cops would have been driving, like
an Impala, like an
Impala or something like that. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Got you. Because I need all the detail for the TV episodes and all that. So I need all the details and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You gotta put some of these in reenactment. You know,
course.
either the one. when they chased down that vampire guy and stole him out. This one I just told you, but I got another one for you that happened on 125th.
Okay, now let me hit the spooky though. Spooky. Now I had to hit the spooky because the story is authentic. You know, anytime when somebody tell a good story, I gotta hit them with the spooky stamp. I put the spooky stamp on it. Appreciate that. So you about to get into the next one, right? With the spooky shapeshifter that you was dating. You know what I mean?
No, I'm about to get into the one on 125th. I think that's a little bit more important.
Okay, let's get into the one on 125th. Let's get it. Yeah,
on 125th Street, man. So like I said, I used to go out there like back in the days and do a little shopping, hang with some friends or whatever. But I haven't been there for a long time, so I said, let me go out there and see what's going on, man. Maybe I might see something that I like, or maybe I might run into somebody that I know, because I haven't been out there for a minute. So I took the bus down there. I got off at St. Nicholas, and I start St. Nicholas and 125th, and I start walking down the street. So while I'm walking, I noticed that like what you're looking at you look at the upcoming crowd, because I'm walking in one direction. I'm walking like I'm going downtown. The upcoming crowd is coming up, like they're going uptown. Mm-hmm. So we're going in different directions. But I'm noticing something funny about them, the crowd. I'm noticing something about the crowd. So I'm looking into the crowd, trying to decipher like what is really going on, because their eyes, when you're looking at these people's eyes, their eyes were still. Like you didn't see no movements in their eyes. Like the eyes wasn't shifting to the left, wasn't shifting into the right. Everybody was just walking and their eyes were so still.
Wow.
So I start turning around in different directions. So I turn behind me and I start to evaluate the crowd that's behind me. And it was the same thing. Everybody just walking straight. Nobody was talking. No head was moving left. No head was moving right. I said, yo, something is wrong. So I looked across the other street, the other side of 125th, to see if it looked kind of suspicious on that side too. And the way they was moving was just like the same thing that I was seeing right in front of me. So I said, what is going on? So something just told me that, hey, look above you. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Look above you. So I looked above me, and I almost fainted. Because I seen a big shadow, but you can make out the face. The face was kind of like it looked like the person kind of looked like Freddy Krueger in the face, like the horror show guy, and they had their hand wide out. And why he had his hand wide out, each finger has like a string connected to it, right? Mm-hmm. So he has it was huge. So it's hovering over 125th. This thing is hovering over 125th, and there's strings connecting all of his fingers. So I looked dead at it and said, what are you doing with these people? So it turned to me and said, why are you always interfering? Why you just keep on interfering with everything? He said, look at these people, man. They're under my control. There's nothing that you can do. So I'm down here. I'm looking at these people. I said, I can't believe this is really happening. And I'm actually keeping a conversation. The thing was like a puppet master.
Wow.
And it was like a puppet master actually controlling these people, because it had strings connected to his fingers. And I'm like, let these people go. So it's like, no, I'm not going to let them go, and there's nothing that you could do to stop it. So I said a short little prayer to God, and I kind of ran that thing out in the sky, and it left. So as soon as it left, I'm down there trying to see if anything is going to change with the way these people is moving. All of a sudden, their eyes start to move. The eyes was not still no more. People's eyes start to move. They start talking to each other. People looking around, the heads moving around. everybody started going back and forth normally, like nothing never happened. They had no clue what I just did for them. They had no clue what I just did for them. So it's not like I could go up to them and say, excuse me, do you people just know what was happening a while ago? Do y'all know y'all was on the trance? They had absolutely no clue what was going on with them. Everybody just started moving around normally.
That's
and I kept that to myself for years until recently I started talking about it. But the thing is now, people in Harlem, when they heard about it, because eventually it got out, people want to know why is that thing in the Black community. Like, people was talking about it because they know that my words is credible. If I tell a story, New York City, I want to start spreading around, New York City know that is a credible story. That's why they keep on telling me, you have to start documenting these stories. And that's why I called you to start documenting, because people want to hear my words. Because they're talking about you on the streets, man. When they see me, they be like, yo, he was on MRecktv. We finally got him to document something. So people wanted me to, to come on the show and tell some of my stories because they know that I'm authentic about it. So
I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
Yeah, that's the two quick stories. Yeah.
Yo, Jay, man, your stories is phenomenal. And with that one, we're gonna call that Nightmare on 125th Street. That episode. We're gonna do reenactments on that one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, so you want me to call back later for the one with the shapeshifter?
Yeah, call back in like 30 minutes or so with the shapeshifter. You know what I mean? Because you said you was dating her, and I know it got spooky, and you don't wanna, you know what I'm saying, like, I know you smashed, because you know what I mean. If you saying you was dating,
no, I never did. I'll explain to you. I'll explain to you the reason why I didn't smash. I'll explain that.
All right, no doubt. But the ladies, a few ladies in here, they want to hear about that story. You know what I'm saying? So definitely,
all right, you can call back in 30.
Yeah, call back in 30 minutes. All right.
All right, I'll do so. All right.
No doubt. Peace.
All right, peace.
Shouts to Jay, man. I ain't gonna front. I love the homie stories, man. They sound so authentic. And then, he got the accent, and he got layers and details. Let's get it. Pound that like button, though. First and foremost, before I answer this call, hold on, caller. Pound that like button. Salute to the Rec Mob. Spooky Hours is lit tonight. It was lit the week before. It's always lit, but it's been super lit these last couple of Spooky Hours. So, definitely run the likes up. Definitely drop those super chats to those the cash apps. I want to salute the people that have been dropping the cash apps and everything. But caller, state your name and where you calling from. Let's get to it.
Hey, this is John Doe. I'm calling from Queens, New York. Yeah, I got some spooky stories to tell you. Well, one spooky story.
Okay, yeah. John Doe from Queens, New York. Let's get it.
Yeah. Yes. Not as good as the last caller. The last caller, that's the most spookiest stuff he been saying. But all right, this I never told anyone this. I kept this up since I was a child. So let's rewind this to 1994.
Okay.
When I was a child.
Okay. We gonna rewind. He said, "Let's rewind." I didn't hear that. I don't think I heard that yet during the Spooky Hours. The whole time we did Spooky Hours, nobody said we going to rewind. All right, let's rewind. Let's get it. Let's get it, my guy.
Let's rewind.
Let's rewind
to 1994 when I was a child. I was about
94,
8 or 9 years old.
Yes,
1994. Okay, those times where I would get up in the middle of the night, go to my mom's room, sleep on my mom's bed, stuff like that when I was a kid, right?
Correct.
So I did that one night, and then one day I woke up in the middle of the night, and I looked behind me. Behind me was my mom's bedroom door. It was open, and then I just saw a shadow, and I could tell it was a shadow of a lady that was actually in a doorway looking at me, right? And my mom was asleep. Everybody in the house was asleep. And I was shook. And then for some reason, I just fell right asleep. And in the dream, I saw that same figure. And it seems like this figure was telling me about her life because it was started flash forward and stuff like that. Like she was telling me as a kid how like I just seen visions how this person was abused, and then to when it was grown up, I saw that this person got raped, and I was a kid watching this in my dream. Damn. And then I woke up, and when I woke up, the premonition was still there. And then I just automatically fell asleep. I woke up, it was daytime, right? So now that spooked me out. Okay. So now let's fast forward this to 1997. 1997, I moved to Fort Lauderdale, Florida. And I was living with my father and my stepmother. One day, this had to be maybe November, September of 1997. 3:00 in the morning, I woke up. I looked at my bedroom door. What did I see? That same premonition, or that same figure, that shadowy lady figure that I saw back in New York. You know?
Oh, wow.
And yeah. And the next thing you know, I like in my bed, I was laying down, and I looked back. So I got up in my bed on my feet. For some reason, something told me to get up. So when I got up, I heard it was a big white flashing light came, and I heard a popping. It was like a balloon pop. And this person disappeared. But the thing is that ever since then, even now I'm in my late 30s, I would have a habit in the middle of the night, waking up, looking by my bedroom door to see if this person's here, you know, or if this person came or whatever. And I believe this person, whoever this person is, approached me a few times while I was sleeping, because throughout the years while I was sleeping, I would feel, you know how you were asleep, but you feel somebody tapping you? I hear ladies' voice.
I don't know about that. Like if somebody tapped me, that's somebody that's actually in the house. So you experiencing somebody tapping you while you sleep, but that was like a ghost or something. That's what you're talking about?
Yeah. It seemed like a ghost because I would hear a voice tell me to wake up. And then it was like a female voice. And this voice is no one familiar that I know.
Oh, damn.
You know?
That's spooky. Let me hit the spooky on that. Spooky! Yeah, keep going. Keep going.
Yeah, man. And like that's what I'm saying. So even now, it just messes with my head because I just have a habit from 1997 to now to just waking up, looking at my bedroom door, no matter where I live, to see if there's like a ghost and stuff like that. It still messes with my mind to this day.
Yeah. So you experiencing the tapping while you sleeping? You still experiencing that? Somebody tapping you while you sleep?
Every once in a while.
Wow.
Every once in a while.
That's spooky, my G.
Spooky! Yeah, every once in a while. Yeah.
Wow. That's spooky, man. I appreciate you calling, man. Good story. You know? What's your name again?
All right. John Doe.
John Doe. Shouts to John Doe, man. Good story, my brother. I appreciate you tapping in.
All right. Thank you. Good night, bro.
All right. Welcome. Peace. Yeah, that's spooky as hell. Shouts to John Doe. The homie, I guess, in his mind, like his story plays like a tape recorder. Cause he was like, we gonna rewind on this. Right? Then he said what he said. Then he said, we're going to fast forward to 97. So I'm going to call him John the Tape Recorder. You know what I'm saying? So this way I can remember his name. You know what I mean? Tape Recorder John. Peace.
Great.
What's happening, Tatum? I already know. Go ahead. I already know. Go ahead, though.
This nigga here. Nigga, just tell me what happened, nigga. What happened? He going through all that long preliminary shit. Hey, let me tell you, the Mercury men, you talking about what they were driving. Hell, don't you know? They was driving a Mercury. They eyes Mercury, they drive Mercury.
Tatum, you
He
fool.
I didn't know what to do. They spit them at me, and they started coming with legs. Well, hell, if they spit them at you, you should have spit them back towards their ass.
Yo, you crazy.
Shit, you got all this spiritual power. You better start using that. If you seeing that shit, that means that you have the same power or more.
Yo,
So
Tatum,
you should have spit them back.
You are a fool. What's happening, Tub Lady? What's going on?
He's talking about, and I don't know how to. You know what? I watched this man on YouTube. He said he's a pastor now. Check this out. He's a pastor, but when he was born, as soon as he was born, his mama took him to this witch, and he was married to this witch.
Oh, wow.
So he had all this evil power in him. So he might need to talk to him. Maybe they can hook together and get this vamp person on, get all this crazy stuff on lock. Because, he didn't change his life around. But he's talking about they was crawling around me. I didn't know what to do. Hell, you blow them back to their ass. You don't let them just stand there.
Yeah, Tatum, you something else. Pound that like button, y'all. This is the livest show ever. This is the livest show ever.
Before him, I thought that guy was him too. I say, damn, he just called, but he wasn't.
You see? Yeah, you see? Like,
he sounded just like him.
That's a fact. That's a fact. But Tatum, I appreciate you calling.
Damn, nigga, just tell us what happened. What happened? He was taking out because I pick up rocks, I throw rocks, I build boats. We don't care about you lifting no damn rocks. Nigga, what happened? I'm like, Scarlett, just tell me what happened, nigga. I seen two lights. Okay, I see two lights too because I stay over here from a line region center. They always got two lights. What else happened, nigga?
Yo, you crazy, Tatum.
I'm from Canada. You might not remember me. You should remember me because I don't think that many people call in from Canada. How the hell? How you know? How you know, Mr.
Yo, you a fool.
You throwing rocks at the beach. You don't know who calling M.Reck from Canada.
Yo, you a fool. I ain't gonna front. You been on one like these last calls. You been on one. I don't know what's going on in that tub or what you putting in that tub, but you been on one.
They been on one.
They
been on one. He telling us his whole workout regimen. I don't care about your workout regimen. This is spooky out. You probably got little legs and did all that workout and still got little legs. Yo,
I ain't gonna front. It's on fire tonight because I ain't hear niggas say, yo, I don't lift weights, I lift rocks. That's a new one. Like, mind you, look, I done did, construction work where we had to lift stones and stuff like that, right? So, that comes with the job. But I never heard somebody that just said, yo, we don't lift weights, we lift rocks. Salute to that. You know what I mean? That's the natural weight. And I guess that's a natural workout. So salute to that. And I'm gonna tell you, lifting stones and rocks, I ain't gonna front. That takes a different type of strength. I'm gonna be honest. That I seen dudes, right? Because we was working at, you know what I mean? My pops, he put us all on, my brothers and shit. My pops was the foreman.
Happy birthday, Pop.
Oh, word. Happy born day, Pop. So look, so we lifting stones and shit on the job, right? I only had maybe 3 jobs in my life. But that's one of them, working construction. So you got dudes who come into the job now, they bodybuilders. So they thinking that is a piece of cake, right? I'm talking these dudes is they cut up. You know what I'm saying? They try to lift these stones, they couldn't even get one up. You know what I'm saying? Because these stones is heavy. These stones weigh 300, whatever. And we lifting them up like it's nothing. Like throwing them on our shoulders and all that because we used to it. We've been doing this since we was adolescence. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I watch these dudes, like these dudes is bulky. They can't even lift the rocks at all. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, lifting up rocks and stones, I'm gonna give it to homie. That's a whole different kind of workout. Like that's natural weight. That's natural weight. That's a fact.
And in the gym, they got two different kinds of weights. And what I mean by that, they be those light weights. Yeah, they say this, like it may say 85 pounds, but nigga, it really ain't 85 pounds. Mm-hmm. To pick up some real weight is a different thing. So yeah, picking up them stones, yeah. But we don't know if he was picking up rocks or stones or pebbles.
Yeah, I don't know what he was picking up, but salute to him though, man. But Tatum, I appreciate you calling. I got mad people I got to get back to. I think there's a lot of new callers.
I'll be in the chat listening.
I appreciate you. All right.
All right.
All right. Peace.
Bye.
Yo, I ain't gonna front. I think I might add that new addition to the show with Tatum, the tub lady, call and give her assessment on certain callers, because she adds a funny element to the show. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna front. She did that a couple of times and it's been funny. So we might as well keep that formula. Shouts to Tatum, the tub lady. What y'all think, y'all? Salute to the Rec Mob. What y'all think in the chat room? Y'all think we should have Tatum give her assessment every now and then on some callers that call up with some wild stories? Let me know. All right. Let me get to some now callers that called up earlier. You might have called up 30 minutes ago, 40 minutes ago. I'm gonna call you back from a 646 number 397. All right. So just bear with me. If I miss your call, I'm calling you back now. All right. Just pick up. Let me see. Let me start with the first one. I don't know if I spoke to this person. I'm calling them. Oh, they feeling that. Okay. You're digging that. Okay, we're going to have Tatum give assessments then. That's what we doing. The Rec Mob is feeling that. I guess homie sleep. All right, we're gonna get to all these missed calls. Just know if you call and I miss your call, I'm calling you back from a 646 number, so just pick up. You know what I mean? Let me see. Somebody else called too. Pound that like button too. This is the live show. This is Spooky Hours. If you just now tapped in, this is Peace. What's happening?
What's going on, M.Reck?
What's happening? You call Spooky Hours, right?
Yeah, but a little bit off the topic. I'm calling about Meek Mills.
Okay, yeah, you can address that, because matter of fact, I'm glad you brought that up. Hold on. Let me bring up the Meek Mill album sales and his tweet. I'm glad because I wanted to address that anyway. So hold on, let me bring it up. I got you. So Meek Mill, right? He addresses his album with Rick Ross flopping, right? Okay, so let me go into all the numbers. So Meek Mill, he puts a tweet out earlier this morning, right? 11:12 a.m.
Right.
He tweets out, it says me and Ross on a pace to sell 35K first week. I would post if it said 350K. I'm too nice and rich to be rapping in a controlled music environment. That's why we dropping music on Fridays. It doesn't make sense. Now we all our own. Oh, I guess he meant now we own all our own music. We getting the tech built to put, I guess, hold on, show more. But anyhow, that was his damn tweet. You know what I'm saying? So Meek Mill addresses the Rick Ross album, his collaboration with Rick Ross flopping. You know what I mean? So now you can speak on it. Yeah, my brother. I wanted to address that anyway.
Well, look at the nature of hip hop right now. It sells. I mean, Diddy album did what? They said it did less than that this
Yeah,
week.
27,000, I believe.
Yeah. So music is not really selling like that. I mean, these artists, they get money off. They get money off of concerts and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Facts.
So,
facts.
Yeah, the music industry is in a recession like everything else right now. You know what I mean? So, as far as that, well, Meek Mill needs to be congratulating you because I mean, if it wasn't for M.Reck, Meek Mill's gonna have no type of exposure in New York City. Because remember, Meek Mill's was a hot Philadelphia, South Jersey, Delaware artist at the time.
That's funny. That's
When
funny you
M.Reck
said that. That's funny you said that, bro. But yeah, continue on. I'm gonna speak on it, but I want you to finish your thought. Yeah, continue on.
So, when we collaborated and we brought him to the light, you know what I mean? That's when he really started blowing up. So he need to give you some credit as well. You know what I mean? Go ahead, speak on it though. Man.
No doubt. Hold on. This is Inf. This gotta be Inf.
Yeah.
See? Yo, salute
I wanted to drop it on another live, but since this came up on and his name came with a subject and album sales and so forth like that, I said, yeah, let me call M.Reck, man.
Yo,
let the people know, man. We gotta get on another live and really get into this.
Oh, nah, we gotta really get into this. Nah, Inf right here is telling the truth. Let me tell y'all, Inf introduced me to Meek Mill. You had the store in Delaware, right? What is that? One Stop, I believe. The name of the store?
One Stop. Yeah.
One Stop.
Yep.
Meek Mill and Oskino was there. Tell a story real quick. You know what I mean? Just tell a story. Shouts to Oskino.
Well, at the time, you know what I mean? Me and Oskino was doing business, and the O had Meek. So O was like, "Hey, yo, I got this hot artist. He's the hottest in the city, Meek Mill." I said, "Oh yeah, I heard about him." You know what I'm saying? I said, "Bring him down." You know what I'm saying? Put him on the DVD because I got my homeboy wanted to put him on the DVD. So he came down to the store, and Meek did a lot of freestyles. And then and then what you told him, M? He was like, "Okay, I got enough footage or whatever."
Yo, let me tell you something. What's so crazy? Yeah. Now look, it was me and Coach Cheese. Me and Coach Cheese came down.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And we was doing a DVD called COD. And the DVD, if you look it up, you'll see Meek Mill on there. Now, Meek Mill, he was spitting, right? All I needed was a 16. That nigga just kept spitting and spitting because I was telling him, I said, yo, homie, nah, I got enough. And that nigga didn't want to stop spitting. So now
Meek was going on. Meek was going in like a M16, all night. So go ahead, bro.
Yeah, nah. So yeah, that's exactly what it was. Homie just kept going, and I'm like, yo, homie,
So since we're on the spooky hour thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
I seen this. The industry is crazy. So I seen this interview the other day. I don't want to like blow up their platform, but the dude is named Bilal that's speaking on it, and he's like, yo, because remember at the time the dude Charlie Mack was his manager or whatever at the time.
That's a fact.
And he was dropping some shit. I was like, damn, I ain't even know all that was happening. He was going into the Will Smith thing and how the dude was informing and how people getting missing and woo stuff like that. So I'm saying, yo, the industry shit is some real shit. Like,
facts.
If you're not cooperating with their system, they gonna get rid of you.
That's a fact, King.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact. You know what's so crazy? I remember because you was the first one that introduced me to Meek Mill. The second time I met him was through Charlie Rock, when Charlie Rock was managing him. You know what I'm saying? And
Charlie Mack.
My bad. Charlie Mack. Rest in peace, Charlie Rock. You know what I mean? My bad. Charlie Mack. So Charlie Mack, you know, he reached out, you know what I'm saying, to us. We put Meek Mill on Forbes DVD. You know what I'm saying? And we came out to Philly, and Charlie Mack was managing him at the time. Charlie Mack was putting all the money up, pressing up Meek Mill mixtapes. I think he pressed up at that time, you know, I think it was 30,000. He pressed up 15K like a month before. Then I think they sold him like a month or so. He pressed up another 15K, and we was going to the same duplicator, which was Sonya MOS. You know MOS in Harlem. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Did
So
a lot of stuff there.
Charlie Mack was putting up a lot of money, and he was opening up a lot of resources. He had a lot of connects because Charlie Mack, Will Smith was his homie. You know what I'm saying? This is a fact.
They've been homies. They've been homies since like childhood, like homies. And that's what the dude was talking about in the DVD. I don't want to really like mention certain stuff on that DVD because I got to do my due diligence. But what according to what this guy was saying, he was like, "Yo, Meek really didn't get no money." That's why Meek separated from Charlie Mack, because he said he was saying some shit. He was saying like Charlie Mack is the one that responsible for Meek Mill going to jail.
Oh wow, yeah.
I was like, wow, that's serious. He was like, he was involved. He knows the judge. He knew the judge and everything else, and he was locked in, and he had that man set up and took his money.
Crazy.
Check the interview, man. I'm like, I got to do my due diligence.
Nah, you got to send me that.
If that's true, then that's crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, but Meek was saying that though. Meek, see, I don't know how true it is. Remember when Meek was going to court, and he was putting the judge on blast, and at the time he was putting Charlie Mack on blast too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I don't know how true it is, but I know Meek did implicate Charlie Mack in having, having something to do with.
It's on this guy. His name is Gorgeous Dre, and he just came out. You know what I'm saying? And the dude he's interviewing is Bilal. He's putting everybody on blast. That's some spooky shit he was talking about on there. That was like, yo, this associates with the spooky hour and Meek Mills. I see how everything coincides with that. But yeah, he was. That was some spooky shit, and he was talking about some other shit. I don't disrespect the LGBT community, but he was getting into some shit as that as well, and how this ties into the industry. And if you don't get down with the get down, they gonna out you, so you don't even be around.
That's a fact. That's a fact. I want to say this, man.
Yeah.
Inf, you my brother. Let me say this to the people. Now, Inf is somebody that always kept it G'd up. You know what I mean? Inf, I met him in East New York, but he had the store out in Delaware, and he used to always buy. Yeah, go Inf. My bad. Go speak your piece.
We're Brooklynites, man.
Oh yeah,
born and raised Brooklynites. You know what I'm saying? We just, how we NY dudes, we get money all over, man.
That's a fact.
So I was down. I'm down D-Way. I'm down Philly. I'm down Baltimore. I'm all over with it. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
So,
look, I was grinding.
We know each other from Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying?
From BK all day, right? I was grinding everywhere, and Inf was one of the stores I always made a stop to. Like in Delaware, I go to Philly, I go to Delaware, I go everywhere, Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? With the DVD, this is the mixtape DVD days, and Inf was the one person that always gave me money up front. Inf never wanted to do no consignment. You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
Inf always was like, yo, what you got? What you got? And I'm paying for everything. Yo, you got DVDs, you got mixtapes. Inf gave me all my money up front. So I want to salute you. And then Inf with Oskino. Oskino don't get it. Like Oskino should get more credit for Meek Mill too, because Oskino was really putting a stamp on Meek. Now Meek was doing his thing. He was buzzing in the city. You know what I mean? He was buzzing in Philly. But at that time,
He did shout out Oskino one time on the thing. He was like, yo, when I wanted to get on, and I knew a lot of heads that had names, O was like the only one that really gave me, like, you know what I'm saying, some light or some freestyle and shit like that.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So he did get O some type of acknowledgement in regards to that, you know?
Facts. So I'm gonna tell y'all now, the clip that went viral before the world knew who Meek Mill was, Oskino was dissing Beanie. He was dissing Beanie Siegel and Jay-Z on my DVD. It was the COD DVD, Gutter Music Presents, right? M.Reck and Gutter Music
I think
presents.
that might be like 300,000-400,000 right now.
Yeah, it's crazy. The view.
The last time I checked, it was like 2 and some change.
Yeah, the views was crazy, right? It went viral on World Star and all that, Forbes DVD and all that, right? And now Meek at the time, he was just in the footage. You know what I'm saying? He had his head down the whole time, but O was going off on Beans and Jay at the time. But that clip went viral, and that was the first time you saw Meek on a national level because that joint went viral. Before people even knew what viral was, that's one of the clips that went viral back in, I want to say, was that 2007? 2007, I believe.
Yeah, before I did a bid, man. Yeah, that happened in 2000.
Yeah.
Before I got locked up.
That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, me and Inf, matter of fact, we're gonna do an official interview. I'm glad you called because I gotta build with you on some other business with the trucking and then all this other stuff we talking about as well. So we're gonna build behind the scenes. Is this a new number? Because this ain't pop up. You know what I'm saying? Is this
this number been, I don't know what number it came under, but this is the number you know me from damn near 15 years. Like, hold on. People got this number.
Let me see.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't never changed my number. I got another business number, but
let me see. Nah, hold on. What's the area code for your hold on, matter of fact?
718.
Okay, is the 809 joint?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
say
that
less.
one right there.
Say less. Hold on. Let me look at the call log. Let me see what this. Okay, yeah, it is. You know what it is? Being that you called the app, I don't got you saved on this app. So I gotta save you on this app.
Okay,
I gotta save you on this app. You know what I mean?
But yeah, we could get into a whole bunch of stuff, man. But I had to call in. I'm like, wow, man, that's crazy.
Yo, you know what's so crazy? I'm gonna speak on it. You know, Meek Mill ain't never shout me and say, yo, salute, yo, M.Reck and Forbes DVD and you know, even at the time, Doggy Diamonds, we came out there, we drove to Philly. I gave him 2 looks. He ain't never said, yo, shouts to M.Reck, putting me on a national level. You know what I'm saying? It is cool though. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. You know what I mean? That's just who he is.
I'm gonna shout you out. Shout out to M.Reck, man. You definitely gave him some NYC exposure, man.
Nah, it's all love. It's all love. And if you know how we do, we Brooklyn Nights, we gonna get it regardless.
You know what I'm saying? And then then you got all these industry people. Now they all, oh yeah, y'all wasn't even checking for that, man, prior to that.
That's a
But
fact.
you know how this industry is, man. They just show fake love, man. You know
That's
what I'm saying?
Fact. Matter of fact, I still got the freestyles though. You know what I mean? Like I still got that. I'm gonna bring it up. I'm gonna bring the old tapes up to show people we ain't just talking, man. We got the footage. You know what I mean?
M.Reck been doing it over a decade, man. You know what I'm saying? As far as this thing is concerned,
correct.
Man, the social media, your outlet, and so forth like that. So I definitely got to give you your crown, man. We don't give flowers over here, man. We give crowns out to men, man.
Come on, yo.
We give flowers to women.
Yo,
man. You know what I mean?
Yo, this is why you my brother. That's exactly what I be saying. I tell people, yo, the flowers for the dead or the flowers is for women. You know what I'm saying? Kings, you know, I salute my kings and queens with crowns. We get crowns over here. So yo, I know you my brother, because that's, you know, the rec mob, they'll tell you that's all I've been singing. You know what I'm saying? Since the beginning. I don't even like that lingo. Yo, we gonna give this person they flowers. Yo, listen, man, don't give me no flowers. Yeah, nah, we not doing that.
Don't give niggas flowers.
Exactly.
We still have crown. We from the borough of Kings, man. You
exactly.
That's why
exactly.
Kingsborough.
County of Kings. We give crowns over here. You heard? Salute, King. You feel me? Peace, King. Peace, Queen. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we do. So, yo, Ev, I'm gonna hit you tomorrow, but I appreciate you calling up. But yo, if you got a spooky story, because you know we talking supernatural and all that too. So if you got a spooky story, you could definitely.
Nah, man, I don't do spooky stories.
Okay,
but, respect, but salute to the rec mob. You know what I'm saying, and we gonna touch bases tomorrow, man. You know, we had a lot of other stuff we need to address. You know what I'm saying, but you know what I mean. I had to come in on the Meek Mill situation.
No doubt, and if I appreciate that. That's love, my brother. Appreciate you, King.
All right,
peace,
bro.
Man, I tell you, everything is official over here, man. Listen, I wasn't even going to mention the backstory to the whole Meek thing. I was just going to speak on what's on the surface about him speaking on the album with Rick Ross flopping. My man Inf, like, y'all see what it is. People call up. You know what I mean? People that know me, they're gonna verify things, even when I don't want to speak on it. The streets gonna tap in. You know what I mean? You see people be calling up. Nah, M.Reck always been official since high school. That's always been his name. My man Inf, I knew him probably 20 years now. You see, call me out the blue. Yo, Meek, yo, Reck, the Meek Mill situation, this, that, and the third. Come on. But we're gonna get back to these spooky hours though. All right. I'm glad we addressed that Meek Mill story, or the update. And we're gonna keep it moving, man. Let's get it. Who was the last caller? 1 second, y'all. Who was the last caller? Because I want to call people back. Matter of fact, that's crazy. Inf had call. I'll call him back. Hold on 1 second. Let me get to these other callers, y'all. We're gonna get back to these spooky stories. I appreciate y'all bearing with me on that. All right, 843-475. I'm calling you now. Oh, my bad. Somebody was calling. Pound that like button, y'all.
What up, dog?
What's happening, family?
Hey, what's good? What's good? Peace to the God,
Yeah, peace to the gods, peace to the earths. Talk to me.
I got a spooky story right here.
Let's get it. But hold on. Before you go into your spooky story, state your name, where you calling from. Let's get it.
Oh yeah, my bad. This Scorpio 313 Astrology TV 7. Getting back at you.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm from Detroit in North Carolina right now though. So this go back before I did my bit. I was I was out there trapping or whatever, and I was outside, and it was a car that was pulling up. I was at the gas station with this before the cell phones and all of that. This when I was at the gas station with a young lady, trying to help her make a call. Mm-hmm. And a car pull up. I had a long Sherlin song. A car pull up, and they was looking kind of funny or whatever. But then they pulled up, and my instincts told me to go up in there and grab the thing. So I went up there, grabbed it. The car come back again and pull up, and it's slowing down, and I'm covering it up and everything, trying to not show that I got anything, because I'm stupid at the time. Mm. And so they pulling up in the gas station, mm-hmm. And I'm trying to lay on them, trying to bait them in, but then a police car came. And when the police car came, this spot is real hot right here. Police car came, I go back up in the building, and I put the joint up, and then I come back down again. When I come back down again, maybe the car pull up, but then like 10 police cars came down there.
Wow.
Other police cars came, the car jetted up or whatever. And then the next day, when I went over to my sister's house, her mom's was always into the church stuff. Went to the sanctified church and all of that, And as soon as I walked through the door, she just started screaming and started crying. She said, about 2:00 in the morning, I just woke up and started praying for you, asking for you to be protected and all of this and that, And then I told her what happened, and that equated to it. So that's my spooky story right here.
Okay. I appreciate you calling, good brother. All right.
All
right. Peace. I'm gonna need your help on that one, man. I was a little lost on that one. I don't know what was going on, but let me know if I'm bugging. Oh, okay. I wasn't bugging. Peace.
Peace, right? Peace.
What's going on, Jersey Mac in the building? Salute, King.
What's good? Peace, King.
Talk to me, man. You got a
story
spooky.
for y'all.
You got a spooky story for us?
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Just want to share this real quick. So there's this lady growing up, you know what I'm saying, that I knew. She was a friend of our families, man. She was cool with my mother, cool with my aunts, and I mean they was all like real close friends. I went to school with her daughters and all that. And I remember this one day, my pops, he was going out running errands or whatever. He took me with him. Mm-hmm. So he ended up going to the lady crib. So he goes to her crib, you know, we ring a doorbell, her daughter answers. Her daughter like my age. I had to be like 9 or something, 9 or 10 or whatever. So my pops like, you know, I'm here to see your moms or whatever. And then she like, yeah, my mother downstairs. So my pops like, oh, all right. So we walk in, and she pointed us to where the basement is. She like, you could just go downstairs. Mm-hmm. So we walk down there, right? Basement is mad dark, you know what I mean? And it's mad candles lit. Mad candles lit all over. It was mad candles. So as we walking through, we see this other lady that we don't know. And the lady's like standing there. Like it looked like she's listening to somebody. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like so her attention is focused on somebody, but we don't see who she focused on, but she's just standing there like listening. Mm-hmm. So we walk up closer, and yo, it's the lady that we know, right? You know what I mean? Yo, she's like sitting and she's talking to this woman, right? But yo, it didn't sound like her. Like her voice was like, yo, the voices that I heard coming out of this woman was crazy. It sounded like these deep, like real raspy, real deep voices. And it was like 4 of them. It sounded like 4 voices talking at the same time. Wow, exactly at the spooky. Same time. Yeah, bro. So I'm seeing this, and my pops is standing next to me, so I'm not worried or nothing. But I'm like, what? Like, so I'm kind of like, I'm a kid, so I'm kind of like, getting behind him a little bit because I'm like, I don't know what's going on. So she talking to the woman, and it sounded like she was telling the woman something, like she was giving the woman some kind of information. You know what I mean? Mm. And the lady's nodding her head like yes or whatever. And then she talking. So now we stand off to the side. We like maybe like 10 feet away from her, and we giving them their space or whatever. And then I guess when she finished telling the lady whatever, the lady like, okay, the lady thanked her, and the lady walked away. The lady walked away. The lady got to go past us to get to where she got to go. Mm-hmm. So when the lady walked past us, so now we walk a little bit closer, because we like, all right, we gotta let old girl know we hit. So my pops walk up, he holding my hand, and it's like we looking at her, and she can't even see us, bro. Like it's like she looking through us. You know what I'm saying? Mm. Yo, like maybe like, I don't know, like some seconds go by, and it looked like she go to sleep. Like she was a big lady, like a real big lady, like almost like Big Pun, like a fat lady. You know what I mean? Mm. And right there when she was sitting at, like she kind of like slumped over a little bit, and it looked like she went to sleep. So I'm looking at my father like, what? My father already know what's going on, in his culture, that's a thing. So I'm looking at him like, yo, she all right? So then he just kind of like, he tell me to be all right, like we good. Yo, when she wake back up, yo, she probably nodded off for like 10, 15 seconds. She wakes up, and she was so startled by the sight of me and my father standing in front of her. You know what I'm saying? Like, wow. She like jumped. She was like, oh my God. Like, yeah, like she was like, oh, and now she sound normal now. Like, I'm talking like, this is somebody we know. This is somebody I've known like my whole childhood. You know what I mean? Now she sound like herself, and she jumped like, oh, like, and then she started laughing. She was like, and she said my father's name. She's like, oh, she was like, how long y'all been standing there? I didn't even see y'all walk in. Da da da. My father's like, yeah, we just walked in or whatever. I came to drop this off. I guess it was some money or whatever. Cool. So, second part to the story. So now, but we leave. So now I'm in the car next to my father. I'm like, yo, what was that? And then he kind of got a little smirk on his face. And he like, you don't need to worry about that. He was like, it's nothing you need to know. So I left it alone, but I always remembered that. Right? Mm. So fast forward fast forward like some years later, like I had to be like a teenager at this time, like probably like 15, 16, right? So I remember, now this is nothing I saw, but I remember this is the conversation that was going on with my moms and her sisters and all that. Mm-hmm. So what was going on with the lady, she started selling a bunch of her stuff, like all her belongings. She started selling everything. So I think when everybody kind of noticed, she had a car. It was a good car, but she sold it for like cheap. Mm. And you know, a lot of people was worried about her, like, yo, what's going on with you? Mm-hmm. So I remember my mom's was telling the story how she told my aunt what was really going on, because she was closest with one of my aunts, and she told my aunt that she got into like a finance. She was in it like a financial beef, like some kind of money dispute with this guy who was like the guy was a warlock. You know what I'm saying? Oh wow. So yeah, the guy was a warlock. So it turned. I guess it because you know. Spooky. Yeah, the guy was a warlock, right? She got into a financial dispute with this man, right? So what this man did was he summoned a demon after her to collect his bread. Mm. You know what I mean, so she stated that this demon appeared to her in her bedroom, and the demon pretty much made his business known, let it be known who he was sent by. And demon stated, you owe this much, and I'm here to collect. You have this much time to come up with whatever was owed, and I'm gonna be right here. I'm gonna be right here until your debt is paid in full. Wow, that's spooky. Spooky. Yeah, she explained how, yo, this thing did not leave her bedside until she was done paying night, day. This thing was right there. And she was the only person. I mean, what she had to pay with though? What was she paying exactly? It was money. Like, it was money. She was like cash. Like she was selling. She started selling like everything. You know what I'm saying? To come up with this bread, because it scared her so much that this thing scared her so much. I remember she had like padlocked her bedroom because she was afraid. She wanted to make sure her kids couldn't get in there, because she was worried that, you know, maybe one of her kids might go in the bedroom one day and see what that was. But like apparently she was the only person who could see this, and like this thing was at her bedside day and night, never slept, no nothing, waited in one spot. You know what I'm saying? Wow. And like eventually, like I guess like, so when she sold the car, that's when kind of like, you know, more people, because she was selling a lot of stuff, so a lot of people was like, what is she doing? Mm-hmm. But when the car she sold, that's when everybody kind of like, the people who was closest to her kind of like took more notice, like, and people started really being concerned about her, like asking her what was up, like they started bothering her. So she ended up telling one of my aunts like what was really going on. So she paid the bread or whatever, and my aunt was telling her like, listen, like you gotta leave that life alone. Like what you're doing is like, you know what I mean? It's not gonna get you nowhere. Yeah, you make money from it, because she was pretty much what you call it? She was a medium. She was a medium. So I mean, I don't know if y'all know, like, you know, about like, I mean, like psychics and all that, but she was a medium. We had I mean, we had psychics call the show up and all that, but yeah, continue on, King. Right. So that's what she was. But so she was born with these gifts, you know what I'm saying? But she never really like entertained it. So I think what happened was when her husband had passed away, and after her husband passed away, she kind of, you know, figured, okay, I could do this, I can make money off this. You know what I mean? So people would pay, and then she would tell people, like, I mean, you know, what mediums do. Mm-hmm. So yeah, man. So she ended up like, I don't want to tell this part of it because I'm not, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, I wasn't there, nothing like that, but I think she ended up passing away from like this same situation I told y'all about. I think that situation was more personal than financial. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I think it was more personal than financial. And you know, I think that person that was trying to get at her, I think that person was really just trying to find a reason. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And he ended up doing something to her, like, anyway. You know what I mean? And gotcha. The reason why a lot of people became like privy to you know how she passed away was because, you know, it was said that, you know what I mean, at her funeral, like people seen her move in her casket. Damn, that's spooky. You know what I'm saying?
Spooky!
So that's like indicative. People who in the know, they know, okay, like, you know what I mean? Like, because the word got around about what she was into and who she was into it with, you know what I mean? Everybody turned a blind eye to it, and they just, you know what I mean? Because nobody wanted to interfere. You know what I'm saying? But
got you.
Yeah, man, that's what I got for you, bro.
Nah, that's what's up. Now I gotta ask you this. Nah, it sound authentic, but somebody in the chat room saying that you came up with a whole script. Now you ain't freestyling, right, Jersey Mac?
Nah, bro.
Okay.
Nah,
Okay.
bro.
I had
everything I love, man. This is straight facts, bro.
Okay. I had to ask you that.
I ain't got no reason, man. I got no reason to make up. Man, listen, bro. I ain't got no reason to make up nothing.
Nah, you go then.
I've been thought about telling it. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I just never did. I listen to your show all the time.
Nah, definitely. But I appreciate you calling, my brother. That's the story's official. Salute. Spooky. All right. Paige J, what's happening with you? Pound that like button, y'all. We got like 500 people in the building and on a late night, almost 2:00 in the morning. We got Jay back on the line. Jay, what's happening?
Hey, what's going on, man? Yeah, just calling back to finish up that story that I said I was going to call back and finish.
All right, let's get it.
I just wanted to give some people, some other people chances to call so I can listen to their stories too.
Yeah, we're gonna close out the show with you, man, because we pretty much ends at the 2-hour mark, but let's get it. We're gonna close out the show with you.
All right. Yeah, so I was walking one day, walking down the street and stuff like that. Then I was passing by a laundromat and I seen this girl looking to the window. So I turned around and stared at her, and it was kind of peculiar that our eyes locked and stuff like that, because it happened again like a couple of days later. I seen her somewhere, our eyes locked. So I said, this is the second time I'm running into this, to this girl, and our eyes keep on locking. So I just decided to approach, because I just felt like it was something that was meant to be. So I approached her, got her number. We started talking on the phone. We got a little bit more acquainted with each other. We started dating. And finally one day, I was comfortable enough to invite her to my place. You know what I'm saying? So she started coming to my place and stuff like that. And
how she look though?
Eventually,
how she look? Like
she was probably like around 5'9". She was I'm a short dude, so she was way taller than me.
So she was 5'9". If you had to rate her from 1 to 10, what was she?
Between 1 and 10, I would have given her like probably like a like an 8.
Okay. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah,
that's nice.
Like an 8. Yeah.
That's
to me, an 8 is kind of high, because
that's real high.
You gotta be almost perfect to be a 10.
Yeah, that's real high. That's what I said. That's nice. Yeah, 8. Okay,
yeah.
Continue on.
8.
Continue on.
Yeah,
brethren.
I was very attracted to her. You know what I'm saying? So,
okay.
So she kind of after a while, she kind of let me know that she was having problems where she was staying. She was staying with her mother, and she was having issues with her. They was having a little back and forth. So I said, no problem. I said, we've been talking for a while now. I like to take it to a different level. So why you don't come and stay with me, and let's, temporarily, and see how that works out. I'm not saying that you want to stay here for a long time, but just stay here for a couple of days until you get your stuff together and decide what you want to embark on. So she said, okay. She stayed by me, and she kind of overstayed our welcome and stuff like that, but I didn't really mind. So I remember one day she was about to go out to the clubs by herself, and she was inside the bathroom fixing up herself in the mirror, and I was talking to her. So I pulled up a chair, and I'm right there, by the bathroom where she's fixing her hair and putting on her makeup. I'm right there talking to her, and I just keep staring at her, and I'm saying that, damn, I feel like a lucky dude, because she a baddie. She got the body, she got the face, she got everything. I just felt proud of myself, because listen, I was kind of wild back in the days, man. Used to always like to catch new girls, and you know what I'm saying, kind of rate myself like, yeah, this one is a nice one and stuff. So I kind of, you know, I kind of was kind of admiring what I got. I was kind of admiring it and kind of giving myself a little pat on the back, a little self-praise. So she kind of said something to me. She said, you know, sometimes you're staring at a person, you don't know what you're staring at. So I'm like, what? I said, what are you talking about? Like, what is that? What is that supposed to mean? So, I mean, I was so caught up in not only lust, but I was just so caught up in just looking at her, just admiring her, that I kind of made that slide what she said. I kind of made it slide. So she put on the clothes and she went about her business. So, okay, now, so we officially made her my girl. So we made it official, and you know, I said you can stay here as long as you want. Once you're my girl, there's no issue. You know, so you know, everything was going smooth. Then one day my mother and my aunt decided to come over to my house because I was complaining that, you know, that something strange was happening inside the house. Like, I just felt like some bad spirit was inside there. And I just needed, my mother had came from Jamaica, so I wanted to introduce her to my new place anyway. So she came over and she kind of prayed over the house. You know, they had some oil that you pray over. So she was making like the sign of the cross on the wall with the oil on it and praying over the house. And when she came into the room, she seen my girl and my girlfriend was there. And so I was like, Mommy, this is such and such and such, and introduced them. But I had to hurry up and go to the bathroom. So when I went to the bathroom, I heard my mother said, I know what you are. You can't fool me. I can see right through you. I don't want you talking to my son. Wow. I don't want you talking to my son. I know what you are. So I'm hearing that. I had almost messed myself up in the bathroom, man, because I'm like, what is going on out there? I just introduced them, and as soon as I turned my back, my mother going in on her like that. So I kind of rushed it to find out like what's going on. And what's her name? So she's like, my mother said everything is okay, don't worry about it. I said, no, it's something I gotta worry about. I heard what you said to her, like, why are you gonna talk to her like that? So my mother said, I want to tell her something. Let me talk to her for a minute. So my mother carried her in a different part of the hallway, and she said, listen up, man. I know what you are, man. You can't trick me. I don't want you sleeping with my son, straight like that. So I came there and I kind of breaks it up and stuff like that. Then my mother decided that she and I was going to leave. So it was, from that time I was kind of upset with my mother. I didn't really want to talk to her. I was kind of upset because I felt like she was being disrespectful. So it was probably like 2 days left for her to go back to Jamaica. So she went back to Jamaica, and I haven't spoken to her since she went back. So one day she called me on the phone, and she told me that she was praying one day, and God sent an angel down to her to tell her that the woman that I'm with is not right for me. She said that's what the angel said while she was praying. So I'm telling you, I'm saying like, Mommy, you really trying to convince me that you praying to God, and God sent an angel to tell you that the woman that I'm with is not right? I said, why would God waste all that time over a female that I'm talking to? That don't even make no sense. You know, so she's like, yes, that really did happen. Like, she was born by an angel to let her son know that the female that I'm with is not right. Like, I have to be careful. So I kind of tell my mother I didn't really want to have nothing else to say to her. So I kind of hung up the phone and I stopped talking to her for a while. So there's one day now that me and the girl chilling inside the room. And we had an argument, because we was having a lot of arguments because she liked to go out to parties and she liked to hang out with her friends. And sometimes when I come from work, the house is not, she didn't clean up the house. She didn't spread up the bed. Dishes inside the sink. So it's just something that I'm not used to because I'm very clean. I like to keep my place nice and tidy. And she was a couple of years younger than me, but at the same time, she wasn't really doing much with herself. Eventually she got into school or whatever, but at that particular time, she just wanted to be a girl that's having fun with her friends and partying. And I just didn't like the results I was seeing ever since I made her move in with me. So we kind of arguing about that situation. Saying every time I come from work, your friends is always here. You don't even try to cook for me. You don't even wash the dishes in the sink. So I'm getting on her case. So while I'm talking to her, she had her back turned to me, and she had long hair. Her hairstyle that she was wearing was very long, almost down to her shoulder. So while we arguing, her back is turned to me. I'm kind of looking at her hands, and I'm noticing that the hands is kind of changing. And it's kind of looking like a reptile type of hand. So I'm staying on my bed, and I'm looking at the hand changing, and I'm trying to see the face. But our hair is covering over it, but our hair was kind of bushy and kind of wild that you couldn't really see the face. So I got up closer to take a closer look at what was going on. So I went up to her. I said, yo, what's up with your hands? Like, why your hands look like that? You know what I'm saying? Then I look and see her face. I said, my God, you can see. I said, look at your face, man. Your face is turning. So she turned at me, and you can see half of the face, the whole face turned into a reptile.
Wow.
The whole face turned into a reptile. So now I'm starting to remember what my mother was warning me about. So I'm like, yo, go to the. So I'm telling her, say, listen, go in the bathroom and look at that. What I'm looking at. I said, that's crazy. I said, look at you. So she went in the bathroom, and by the time she came back out, half of the face went back to normal, and the other half was a reptile. Wow. So I'm telling her, I said, yo, you did. I said, half of your face is still a reptile. I said, yo, go back in the bathroom and look at that. So when she came back out with her face just looking normal, like the way it normally do. I'm like, yo, you got to get your stuff and get the hell up out of my house, because I don't know what you are. I'm not trying to find out. You got to just take your stuff and get up out of here. So she left my house, and I put on blast all over the neighborhood. Let people know what I see.
Wow,
so
that's spooky.
I had to call my mother, and the first thing I said to my mother is that I apologize. So she's like, what are you apologizing about? I said, I know I haven't been contacting you, but guess what happened to me? So I explained to her what happened. She said, didn't I tell you that God knows best? So I'm like, yo, how did you know that? Like, how do you just meet somebody and know exactly what they are? So the first time I introduced my mother to her, my mother told her from the jump, you can't hide that from me. I know what you are. So I'm telling my mother, how did you know that? She said, when you're a Christian person, you know, you got a great discernment over you, So you can kind of see things that the devil is trying to hide. So my mother said she seen right through her from the jump that she was a reptilian.
Wow, that's crazy. Ill story. Spooky.
Yeah.
But brethren, man, if y'all had a relationship like that, man, you can't tell me you wasn't smashing, man. That means she was living with you all that time. Come on, brethren, you smashed that reptilian. Just keep it real. You beast fucked her. You beast fucked her.
Let me tell you the reason why. Let me tell you the reason why I never smashed her. All right. What happened is that I used to be the type of dude. I used to run around with a lot of different chicks and stuff like that. So that was kind of empty, just having all that different sex with all these different random women. So I said to myself that I promised myself that if I find a chick that I kind of like, I'm going to try to take it slow with them and try to know them as a person first before I get intimate. It's a good thing that I made that decision with her, because if I was on my regular mode, I would have been clapped it. If I was on my regular mode,
you would have been clapped it.
It's a good thing. Yeah. But the thing is, it's a good thing I decided to make that change when I met her. Because if I did not make that change when I met her, I would have been marked for life for sleeping with a reptilian, bro. I would have been marked for life. You never get that off of your mind if I was to actually have slept it off. The thing is that we slept in the same bed, right? We slept in the same bed, and I kissed her before. I ain't gonna lie, I kissed her and stuff like that. But we never at that particular time we was waiting for the right time to get intimate.
So you was tonguing you was tonguing down a reptilian.
yeah. Now, it wasn't really one of them tongue and kisses, but we kissed. Yeah,
I got you. No, it's all good. It's all good, Red.
So I did kiss a reptilian. Yeah.
Okay. Nah, I mean, great story. Great story though, nevertheless.
Yeah. I ain't gonna front on it, but what's the use of me lying? What's the use of me lying if I want my story to be believable?
Exactly. Because you can't be living with a reptilian. If you ain't beast fuck it, at least you kiss. You know what I'm saying? You laying in the bed and all that. Like, okay, yeah. Just I was just hoping that it wasn't a transformer, because if it was a transformer, then you out here, you know what I'm saying, doing the most with the transformers. You know what a transformer is, right?
a transformer like the alphabet situation you talking about?
Yeah, like the alphabet.
Nah, hell no. I'm Jamaican, man. I'm Jamaican. I don't play that. I'm not saying that they don't have those type of people for my country. I'm not saying that everybody's the same way, but me personally, nah. I don't get down like that.
Nah, I know.
Strictly 100% females. 100% females my way.
Nah, that's what's up. We had to make sure, man, you wasn't out here, rocking with them transformers. You know what I mean? It would have been hella spooky. It would have been spooky on a different note. Spooky.
But the thing is now, it was a reptilian. I mean, but the thing is now, I would say that I would rather be known that I kissed a reptilian instead of a transformer. You know what I'm saying? If I had to choose. If I had to choose. I can live with the reptilian one.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yo, we gotta close out the show on that one. That was too funny. I ain't gonna front. Smash the like button, man. This is the livest show tonight. Episode 113, Spooky Hours, man. I appreciate you, Jay, man. Great story, another great story. You told 3 great stories tonight, and overall, you've been a great storyteller on Spooky Hours, man. So we're gonna conclude the show right there, man. I appreciate you tapping in, man, and telling those stories.
Okay, man. Just let me remind them, man. I was on 108, episode 108. If you want to hear more from me, I was on episode 112, and I'm on 113. So there's three times that if you want to hear some more from me, just check those out.
I got you, Jay, and I'm gonna be in contact with you, man, because I'm gonna definitely produce some of these stories, do some reenactments. All right.
No doubt, man. You take care, man. I enjoy your show.
All right, thank you, Jay. Peace.
Peace.
Yeah, man. Another Spooky Hours, man. In the books, y'all. In the books. Hold on. Let me give a round of applause. Another Spooky Hours show in the books. Episode 113. 13 is always like it got like a mystiqueness to it. 13 is like you got buildings that don't even got like 13. Like it's 13 is kind of spooky. You know what I mean? So to end off the show with that story and this being episode 113. Yeah. So on that note, good shouts to the Wreck Mob. Somebody in the Wreck Mob said, yeah, he ate that demon box. Stay away from the reptilians, man. The reptilians. Oh, yeah. If y'all want a good reptilian TV episode, go get that Passenger, Spooky Hours. All right. Go to spookyhourstv.tv SJ is gonna put the link in the chat room. You can go get it right now. It was only up for a limited time. I just put it back up. It was down for a little bit. I just put it back up. Go to spookyhourstv.tv, and the episode's called The Passenger. So you looking for a good reptilian movie / TV episode, you want to go check that. All right. And that's a real story. So on that note, we're gonna conclude the show. Also, matter of fact, I'm gonna play the comedy trailer, the Knockout Kings of Comedy trailer, starring Scruncho, hosted by Reggie Carroll, and we got a host of other comedians, Woo Woo the comedian, Snow, D-Lo, and David Butler. Shouts to the homie Rip, my partner. Subscribe to Forgotten Kings TV 2.0. You can get all the info from the M.Reck and Rip show on YouTube. But yeah, I'm gonna run the trailer. And yeah, we moving like that, y'all. Hold on, let me run this trailer real quick before we end the show. We got the homie Wiz. Where the hell Wiz been at? Mute your audio, Wiz. Mute your TV or your laptop.
Yeah, M.Reck.
What's going on with you, Wiz?
What's going on, brother? How you been?
I'm good, man.
Yeah, I just woke up. Out of nowhere, I heard something about reptilians. Is that correct?
That's a fact.
All right. You know what's so funny? Today, I actually thought about it, even before I thought about the show. But I figured out what the reptilians are actually made of. They're actually spliced genetic beings, right? Because we even splice genetic beings. We're not even 100% nothing. Nothing is 100% nothing. Everything is spliced genetics. But I figured out what the reptilians are actually made of. They're actually part humanoid, which is us, right? And they're part Komodo dragon and they're part chameleon. That's the reason why they can shapeshift. But if you take a Komodo dragon, and I know you've probably seen pictures of a so-called reptilian. Years ago, I told y'all in my dream I had seen one before I even heard about reptilians. And I told you they had like snake-like skin, but their scales are a little bigger because they're bigger than regular snakes. But if you take a humanoid and you take a Komodo dragon, if you stand a Komodo dragon up, it looks just like a reptilian. That's what it's mixed with. The reason why they can shapeshift the same way chameleon or certain lizards, they could change different colors. That's how they can shapeshift because they got the genes of a chameleon, they got the genes of a Komodo dragon, and they got the genes of a human. That's the reason why they look that way. It was something else I was going to tell y'all. This is one movie that came out on Netflix. It's called, I forgot what it's called. I think it's something Sister. But on the very front of the cover of the so-called movie, it looks like a nun, an older lady. She might be in her 60s, a Caucasian lady. If you ever see that movie, don't watch it. The reason why I'm telling you this is because you have different portals I told y'all about years ago. If you watch that movie, you can actually allow a demonic energy inside your house. So don't watch that movie if you ever see it because you've been forewarned. Yeah. A while back, I can actually back up a little bit because I don't want to tell y'all anything new. A long time ago, you remember the story? I think it might have been Lala or somebody. They were telling the story of how she had went to, I think, her boyfriend's house, and her boyfriend had did something violent towards her, dang near killed her. You remember that story?
Correct.
What happened was, and she said she was out of her body, and somebody next to her had drove her to the hospital. I remember that story. Now, you know, they say, the story, they say, Jesus take the wheel.
Correct.
that's really what happened. Now, what a lot of people don't know, that Christ is you. You are the Christ consciousness. What happened in that story was this, because she was supposed to die that day. But the thing is, if she would have died, she would have had to come back and do this life over again. Our method, or what it is this: you're supposed to make it out of the third dimension, 3D. That's what they call third dimension. And what happened that day, when that happened, normally a normal person would have died, but she didn't, because literally Jesus, or actually Christ, what you call it, the Christ consciousness, was another part of herself that literally took the wheel. When they say Jesus take the wheel, that was the Christ consciousness that took the wheel to drive her to the hospital to keep her alive. Because if she wouldn't have stayed alive, she would have transitioned, because death is just an illusion. Nobody truly dies. You just go from one consciousness or one body to another. But when Jesus took the wheel, which is the Christ consciousness, was her higher self, that literally took the wheel and drove her to the hospital to keep her alive, to even tell that story that she told. Because if she would have transitioned, she would have started over again. And then when they say that white light you go to when you die, the white light is nothing but the light in the hospital. That means you didn't complete your mission. That when you have to do it again, that's what they call reincarnation. So that's who took the wheel, the Christ consciousness of our higher self. This is what I wanted to tell you. It's been about 2 years ago, and I remember saying this, and I said, you know what? You hear about the wars across seas. I think it was Afghanistan or something like that, when they had a so-called war. A lot of that stuff is not real. It's propaganda and it's distractions. Just to keep your mind occupied off of what they're really doing behind the scenes. And I told you the real war is going to be against the humans and AI. And I remember I said they put it in the movies, such as artificial intelligence. What was it called? iRobot. Yeah, anytime you hear I, that means intelligent. So iRobot means intelligent robot. iPhone means intelligent phone. And they showed you this back in Terminator 2. I told you at the end of the day, the real war is going to be the artificial intelligence or the robots against the humans. Now, did you hear lately, probably within the past year, they've been talking a lot about that?
Facts.
Yeah. So now it's here. And that's going to be the final war. It's not human against human. They lied to us. It's not even color against color. It's not white against black. It's none of that. That's just a distraction, just to keep your mind off of what's really going on. But now it's here. They came out with, I forgot, because I just woke up. Because I actually woke up out my sleep. And you know what? Speaking of that, you had called me about a month ago. And I remember you saying this. I was dead asleep. You said, yeah, let me call Wiz. I said, Wiz, wake up. I remember hearing that when I was asleep. And I actually woke up. I didn't call in. I didn't even answer the phone because I didn't want to say too much. But a lot of times I'll be dead asleep, like I told y'all, even back in the past, years ago, when I used to tell y'all I used to wake up when I was dead asleep. I can hear y'all in my sleep.
Wow.
But yeah, that's what happened. Another thing, before I forget, it's so much things. Like I said, I just woke up now, so my mind's kind of blurred, but I can try to remember as much as I can. Remember I told you I used to be able to control the electricity with my hand?
Correct.
I got it on tape now.
Yeah, I need that. You got to send that video in.
If I do send it, I can send it directly to you.
Yeah, directly
but
to me.
I don't think the rest of the people are ready for it. I told y'all about certain powers, you know, and it's just like I have to slow down sometime. I mean, humanity caught up a little bit, but I don't think they caught up as much to know that I can send it directly to you, but I don't think the people are ready to see it. But I told y'all that a lot years ago, but now I
it's
got
all
it on
good.
tape.
Let's do this, right? I'm going to hit you tomorrow, and you can send me the video, and we go from there.
All right, if I send it to you, don't let it out.
I got
That's
you.
the reason why.
I got you, good brother. I appreciate you tapping in, man. I'm going to end the show on that note. Appreciate you, Wiz. Good speaking to you.
Say no more. Likewise.
All right, peace. Shouts to Wiz, man. You know, Wiz is in the 13th dimension. You know what I'm saying? We ain't speak to Wiz in a minute. And yeah, send that video in, homie. Yeah, we gonna go into this Knockout Kings of Comedy trailer, starring Scruncho, hosted by Reggie Carroll, dropping Thanksgiving. I might drop it sooner, but you could pre-order it now. All right. So we're gonna go into this trailer right now. We're gonna end the show like that. Salute to the Rec Mob. Salute to everybody calling in. Dope episode tonight. Dope spooky hours tonight. Appreciate y'all. But yeah, we're gonna go into this trailer, y'all. Let's get it.
All right, we the Knockout Kings of Comedy. This your boy, Reggie Curry, you know what I'm saying? This is my cousin, Toronto, you know what I'm saying? We coming down.
You know, I know me, an old bitch. You fuck with lambskin condoms.
I don't even want my man to eat my ass because I eat meat from Aldi's. The fuck wrong with you? Aldi's, you should eat this ass. We don't know what the fuck that meat is. No!
For real, I heard a nigga get raped in prison. That's not the fucked up part about it. The fucked up part about it is he had the audacity to ask me why I ain't helping him. I said, shit ain't no point of both of us getting fucked.
He go to pat me down. Pop, 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 pop. $20, homeboy. I'm like, fuck no, I'll be in front of the club like real ass bitch, give a fuck about a nigga.
First of all, can I ask y'all a personal question? Is this microphone really necessary at this
Come on, we knock y'all out. We knock y'all with punchline. Go out the turn. Give me a second.
Yeah, my bad. I know part of the trailer y'all was seeing the description, but I was trying to get the link for you. The link is in the chat room for y'all to get the pre-order now. But that's the Knockout Kings of Comedy trailer dropping Thanksgiving. Salute to the Breck Mall. Appreciate y'all. Love is love. We're gonna end the show on that note. Hold on one second. Let me stop that. And yeah. Another spooky hour episode concluded. Episode 113, man. Great show. It was fun. I need you to leave comments though. I need you to leave comments right now in the regular comment section on YouTube right now. Go to my channel. Go to the live links and go to this actual content, Spooky Hours episode 113, and leave a comment and a like. Appreciate y'all, man. Thank you. Y'all have a great night. Y'all stay blessed. Shouts out my Scorpios. I celebrate my born day Thursday, November 16th. Salute to my pops. Happy born day, and happy born day to all the Scorpios and everybody who had a birthday in the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and all the birthdays coming up. All right. On that note, salute to SJ. Salute to my whole team. KB. Podcast coming soon. Salute to China Black. Salute to the Earth Mina. Salute to Lib. We got the Heavy Gems coming back. Just everybody. You know what I'm saying? Salute to Clark. Everybody. All right. Salute to the homie Rip, my partner, Forgotten Kings TV 2.0. And on that note, double deuces and bubble gooses, y'all. I'm gone, man. I had fun. Hopefully you enjoyed the show. Thank you for all the happy birthday shouts. Y'all gonna hear from me. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go live in these next couple of days. I'm gonna put up new content. So you're definitely gonna hear from me this week. And I'm gonna definitely go live on my born day. All right? I appreciate it. Y'all be blessed. Double deuces and bubble gooses. I'm gone.